allowing me to send you a friend request, so send me one, okay? Very simple, Joe Bueno, P-E-Q-U-E-N-O. I'll show you mine. This is basically... Give me 1 second.
Another almost 10,000 people.
That's great to leave, right? Cindy, this is mine right there. It's a picture of the juggernaut, the moral character. Okay? Send me a friend request, okay? I just put you guys on my Facebook. guys coming to the playoff games?
Oh, yeah.
The Arizona Rattlers control their own destiny as far as the playoffs go, everybody. On a night here, a hot night in downtown Phoenix, the Arizona Rattlers will wrap up their regular season, their final game of the year before the playoffs begin in 2 weeks, and they get set to take on a team that has little to play for in the standings, a lot to play for pride, and I'm talking about the Vegas Nighthawks. Welcome in, everybody, to Arizona Rattlers football. Welcome to downtown Phoenix, to the Footprint Center. This is the Snake Pit, and this is where the Arizona Rattlers will wrap up that regular season, bringing in a 12-3 record and take on the 6-9 Vegas Nighthawks. The Nighthawks were eliminated from playoff contention last night thanks to a victory by the Duke City Gladiators. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Floyd Simmons, and my broadcast partner is the great one, Cedric Bonner. We get ready to go tonight on a game that, as I said, it means a lot more to the Arizona Rattlers tonight. They would love to get home field advantage for both rounds of the playoffs coming up. Remember, the championship game, the IFL's championship game, will be held on a neutral field, and that is going to be taking place in Vegas, by the way. Ironically, the home of tonight's opponent for the Rattlers, the Vegas Nighthawks. As we welcome you in, and I bring in my broadcast partner, said, this is, I don't know, is there such a thing as a trap game? And if there is this one for the Arizona Rattlers as they get ready for the playoffs, as they look to secure home field advantage, but play a team with a decidedly worse record for the season so far?
Well, they understand that there's a lot of talent in the other locker room. You're going to find out a lot of those guys are playing for positions for next season, right? Coach Davis wants to find out who he's got in that locker room, which one of those guys are going to fight. You throw everything out of the window. They can run any kind of play, trick plays, onside kicks. All those things you have to be aware of if you're the Arizona Rattlers. And if you're the Arizona Rattlers, coached by Kevin Guy, which you know he'll have them ready, no matter who the opponent is, you've got to stay on your P's and Q's and take care of business at home.
And really, said, that's my question to you. Are the Rattlers ready for the primetime moment of taking a victory tonight away from Vegas and securing that home field playoff advantage?
It's what this franchise does, right? They win games. They win big games. This is a big game. They have to have it. They want to be here in the Footprint Center for the playoffs until they must go to the Dollar Loan Center to get a championship. So this is a team that will come out ready to play. They understand you've got a wounded animal on the other side, and the only way to deal with a wounded animal is take care of them swiftly and painlessly.
Let's find out what head coach Kevin Guy had to say. I spoke with him just a few minutes ago down on the field in anticipation of this big matchup. Coach Guy. Advantage at stake for you tonight. You get a win and you get to stay home for a while.
Yeah, we'd like that. You know, these guys are out of the playoffs as of last night, and I told the players, I said, you got to expect the unexpected. They got no pressure on them, nothing to lose today. You got to expect them to go for it on fourth down, onside kicks, the whole deal. I'm sure they want to go leave the season with a win, but we want to go into the playoffs with some momentum, so we need to handle our business.
Could make it interesting for the fans. Hey, that Vegas team, quite a bit different than the last time you played them. I mean, I think a handful of players remain on that roster. It's a whole new look Vegas football club. Does that worry you at all?
Well, that's news to me because I don't keep up with the date. There's so many players coming and going. I just look at jersey numbers, and we're going to go at that guy.
I got you, Coach. All right, again, the moment. I mean, if you get the win, you get home field advantage throughout the Western Conference playoffs. Do the guys sense the importance of the moment?
Oh, sure they do. We want to make sure we're healthy. We want to take care of that. We want this thing running through the desert here. That's what we've traditionally done, and we control our own fate, so we just need to take care of business.
All right, what do the Rattlers have to do to win tonight?
Score, get stopped, don't turn the ball over.
The usual.
Yeah.
Good luck. That's all they got to do. Get some scores, protect the ball, walk away with home field advantage for the playoffs. This is a team early on in the campaign that the Rattlers defeated 67-20. We're closing in on the opening kickoff, everybody. A great crowd tonight here in downtown Phoenix. The Snake Pit is going to be rocking here for a final regular season game. Remember this, regardless of whether they win or lose tonight, the Arizona Rattlers will be hosting a home playoff game in 2 weeks, and it will be on Sunday. It's going to be Sunday, July 24th. It will kick off at 3:05 in the afternoon, just like today's game. So keep that in mind. Get your tickets now. Be ready for some playoff football. Win or lose today, the Rattlers will have a home game on July 24th. If they win, they will secure home field advantage for a conference championship game the following week on a Saturday. They'll get to play that here instead of going on the road, but they've got to win this one here to get that. Here's the opening kick, and Jamal Miles will scoop it up, looking like a second baseman out there, taking it off the turf, crossing out over the 20-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 23. And folks, we are underway with this broadcast of Arizona Rattlers football. Let's welcome in the third member of our broadcast team. He is on the field. His name's Joe Pequeno. Hey, Joe.
Good afternoon, Floyd. And the Arizona Rattlers, they're locked in for this one. Quarterback Drew Powell says we cannot overlook Las Vegas. They've got plenty of talent. So the Arizona Rattlers ready to bring their A game against a team that has played well under new quarterback Cameron Dukes.
And that quarterback, spoken of, Drew Powell, will take this snap. Quick toss left side, pass caught. There's Isaiah Houston out near the boundary, hauling it in. We haven't seen Isaiah for a couple of games here with the Rattlers, but he is suited up and fields a quick throw on that far sideline for the Rattlers, and he is down inside Vegas territory to the 21-yard line. Here comes second down and 4.
Think about this. We haven't seen him for a few weeks. That's his 27th catch on the season. He's played well. This is a kid that can get some things done. Very talented young player.
In the slot on that side with Houston is Braxton Haley. They'll toss it, though, to the runner. That's Shannon Brooks, and he is driven into the wall inside the 5-yard line. Shannon delivering. No, they say touchdown. The Rattlers take it across, and the scoring has begun on the second play from scrimmage. 21-yard carry to pay dirt. Shannon Brooks
toss sweep right. Toss sweep right. Good job blocking out in front. And again, I talked about it in the open. You're going to find out who really wants to play tonight, this afternoon, if you're Vegas. Coach Davis is going to find out a lot about the guys on his roster, and this could determine who he would like to bring back next year.
I think we figured out somebody on that other side, somebody in the black and copper that wants to play. And a 21-yard run from scrimmage. And the first points of the day, Shannon Brooks puts it on the board. Here's the kick from Ernesto Lacayo, the place kicker, and his kick is good. And our score, just 2 minutes into this one, Arizona 7, Vegas 0. Stand by, everybody. This is Arizona Rattlers football.
DJ Citizen Jane quit on her passion for music. She never would have left her career as a detective to pursue it. If she let starting at the bottom scare her, she never would have hustled to play bigger and bigger shows. And if she was content with being one of the best Latina artists in Miami, she wouldn't be electrifying the crowd in sold-out shows around the world. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion. Modelo, root for those with a fighting spirit.
Spooner has been revolutionizing our community's experience with physical therapy and hand therapy in the Valley since 1990. Spooner helps you move better and feel better. Through specialized rehabilitation, personalized treatment plans, and functional performance training, our therapists, athletic trainers, and strength coaches provide programming to help you achieve your movement goals in life and on the field. Our team is your team. Visit SpoonerPT.com to find one of our Valley-wide locations near you.
Some dealerships are all about selling, but Ken Garff Kia is all about family. We're part of the Ken Garff Automotive Group, a family-run business that's been around since 1932. That's right, for the past 90 years, Ken Garff dealerships have been perfecting the art of listening to customers and putting their needs first. How many other dealerships can say that? Come see us today for great offers on our new vehicle lineup. Ken Garff Kia, we hear you.
Arizona Rattler fans, we are proud to partner and recognize Casino Arizona and Talking Stick Resort, today's game day presenter of Arizona Rattlers football. Come visit the Valley's hottest destination for gaming, dining, entertainment, and don't forget to book your stay at the luxurious Four Diamond Phoenix area resorts. Visit CasinoArizona.com and TalkingStickResort.com today. Here's the Rattlers kick, and after a broken tackle, the return by Devontae Sapp Lynch is going to carry the ball out to the 14-yard line. 1st and 10. We'll get to see the Vegas offense for the first time today, and they are led by their young quarterback Cameron Dukes, fresh out of NAIA football. Last season, he takes over the helm here for Vegas, starting his 5th game of the year. He is I believe he's the 4th starter this season for Vegas at quarterback.
Well, they could stop the search. This young man gets the ball out of his hand, makes plays with his legs. He's a very talented thrower of the ball.
And Dukes will put him in motion. He quickly throws a short one up the seam, and he's kind of fortunate he threw it in the dirt because
that's a
the defense had a beat on it.
Yeah, misread. Lucky Jackson shouldn't have stopped there. He's on a hitch route. He got a safety down in his face. He should split the safety, get inside and run. It'll clear it up for your quarterback, but because he stops, the quarterback tries to force it into him. He's got to get off that. Once he sees that sky coverage in the middle of the field, he should get outside with the ball right now.
So an incomplete pass intended for Lucky Jackson. And that brings up 2nd down and 10. Ball at the 14-yard line for the Vegas Nighthawks. And they'll throw the opposite direction. Well designed, wide open, and a cutback at the 15-yard line of Arizona. This ball is going to go into the end zone, but did he touch out on the wall? No, they'll say no contact there. And that is a Vegas touchdown. Jordan Cronkrite was able to take the pass. Nobody in coverage on the right side of the defense, the left side of the offensive formation, and you'll see him on the replay, the Nova Home Loans replay, and he does the rest.
Great job running with the ball after the catch. Receivers blocking downfield. But this is just a hot release. You're going to bring pressure inside, and watching game tape, I saw him do this 3 or 4 times with either he or Devontae Sapp Lynch. Big time play early on for Vegas.
So Vegas will tie the game up on a point after by Nolan Cohorst. The kick is good. And we are tied at 7, everybody. 10:45 on the clock here in the first quarter. Arizona Rattlers football coming your direction. Nova Home Loans, the official replay sponsor of Arizona Rattlers football. Floyd Simmons along with Cedric Bonner here in this one. And what's at stake tonight? Well, for the Arizona Rattlers, if they get a win, the worst they could do in the standings, the overall standings, is tie Northern Arizona. The Northern Arizona Wranglers have 1 game remaining. That's next week. They'll take on the Duke City Gladiators. Duke City, by the way, in a thriller in San Diego last night, defeated the Strike Force 53-51, and that eliminated Vegas from any playoff hopes, any playoff contention. Vegas now with a guaranteed to finish sub 500, and the Gladiators could finish at 500. Either way, the Gladiators have secured themselves that final playoff spot and knocked Vegas out of the hunt. And so for the Rattlers, what's at stake? A victory tonight. At the worst, they'll have a tie record in the overall standings with Northern Arizona, but they've got the tiebreaker, which is conference winning percentage.
Yeah, and the other thing, what's lost in this whole thing is how good Duke City was a year ago. They lose Nate Davis, but they're still able to scrap. Nate Davis helping out, calling plays, but they're still able to scrap it together and make the playoffs. That's a great job by that organization to keep it going and keep playing tough football.
Squib kick. That is knocked down by Jamal Miles. He picks it up at the 15, breaking tackles, staying on his feet, and he is out across midfield. There's a marker down. But a spirited return by Jamal Miles, and if it stays right there, it's going to be, the nose of the ball will be just into Vegas territory as we bring you back in here in the first quarter, everybody. We will get the indication.
Holding 13 of the return team. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Called 13 on the return team?
Yeah, you know that number 13.
Braxton Haley.
So that'll push it back. The ball goes all the way back to the 14-yard line for Drew Powell, the reigning IFL MVP. He fakes it, steps into a throw on the left side, and it's over the head of Jamal Miles.
Anytime you step up, your feet kind of get slow, and his elbow just drops, so the ball sails on him. Making the right reads, you just got to connect, and what you want to do in this game is play clean. You got an opponent that's wounded, they're beat up, they're just out here for pride. You're going to see how much pride they have, but they already feel good. They've got a 30-something yard touchdown pass. They feel great. We've got to connect on all things.
Neither offense took very much time in getting their first points on the board. Now here's a pass over the middle caught by Jamal Miles. Jamal, good for 13 on the catch. He is knocked down at the Vegas 23-yard line.
Good answer right here by Drew Powell on the dig route. Looks coverage off, comes back to the dig over the middle. Good tackle there by Jericho Flowers. Former running Rebel. A few UNLV players on this squad. Gabe McCoy, those guys are really good in the Mountain West.
Motion across the formation, play action, now throw to the end zone. A battle for the ball, broken up, incomplete. It was intended for Braxton Haley. Defensively getting there was Mr. Harriel.
It's a really good coverage, really good reaction by Harriel on the back end. But if Drew just stays patient, this coverage is really good. It's tight coverage. You've got Jamal Miles, who was your fake in the backfield as a check down. You could just throw that ball, and he probably walks into the end zone on the other side of the field.
That'll bring up second down. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 23-yard line of Vegas. Quick throw to the nearest side, and Braxton Haley, normally very sure-handed, couldn't hold on to that one. He probably won't get the first down, but the gain will not be picked up.
Well, the ball's thrown to his left shoulder, left outside of his body, and he's trying to catch it and rake it back to the right side, all in the same motion. Very tough to do. There, you just go with that throw. The ball's on the outside edge. Turn to your left side and get up the sideline as quick as you can. This is hard to do. See him try to stop his momentum as you get a look at the Nova Home Loans replay. He's trying to stop his momentum and come back inside. Go with that catch outside. Get what you get. Try to get it on third down.
Empty backfield now for Drew Powell. 3rd and 10. He's got time to throw. Now bounces out. Lowers the shoulder, and he picks up 6 or 7 yards on the play. He'll be shy, and it'll be a 4th down coming up. The tackle made by Jahaven Ferguson.
Really good tackle in the open field. Can't find anyone. Good job of staying in protection up front. Guys doing a good job working for Drew. Guys got to get open downfield.
So it's 4th down and 4 after what was then a 6-yard gain for Powell. Ball at the 17-yard line, a 7-7 game, and now 7 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Houston splits out to the right. Brooks flanked on the left side. And looking over the middle is Drew Powell. He's got Braxton Haley to the 6-yard line. That'll be a first down. Gain of 11 on the play. 1st and goal coming up for the Rattlers.
Good coverage, good throw and catch here. What I liked about this was Braxton really pumped his arms throughout this entire route. Came out of his break, the ball was on time. Right over the top or right in front of a blitzing linebacker bearing down on him. Watch Drew stand in the pocket here. Linebacker coming right at him. He puts the ball right on target. That's a great shot.
Motion on the right side of the formation. Shannon Brooks gets a chance, and he is going to bowl his way across the 5-yard line. He knocks the defender right on his can. That's Jahaven Ferguson, who came up to fill from his linebacker spot, and he took a beating, and he might have a stinger, or so he's holding that right arm as he had to leave the field.
That's good, tough physical run. There's not a lot there, but Brooks gets down low. Watch the leg drive.
Well, Ferguson will keep an eye on him. He's over there on the bench area for Vegas, and he looks like he's okay. I think it's a stinger kind of situation.
It is. And that's what happens when you kind of You duck your head. The two Rams right there going head to head.
Somebody wants us to establish some early game dominance, and we'll give Shannon Brooks the credit for it there, and the points on the touchdown. Shannon deserves those points after that last run, and he takes it across for an Arizona touchdown.
It's an excellent job of the cutback. It's just a stretch play right side. Offensive line's all attached. Watch the black offensive line right here across the face. You leave the D in, he gets too wide, doesn't sit tight enough. And the reason is he's got to worry about Drew Powell, so he can't get tight. He's got to worry about Drew Powell. This is really well designed and a good vision by Shannon Brooks.
Well, after the massive collision on the previous play, Shannon walks across untouched for the Arizona Rattler points, and the point after will make it. Now the point after was wide right, pardon me on that. 13-7, Arizona in front of Vegas, everybody, this time out. And we're back with 4:38 on the clock, first quarter, in just a moment. This is Arizona Rattlers football.
Do you own your home? You may qualify for a cash-out refinance. Cash for home renovations, paying debt, or for whatever you need most. Connect with your local loan officer at Nova Home Loans today and see what you qualify for. Rates are still historically low and home values have increased, which could mean more cash to you. Don't wait. Visit NovaHomeLoans.com today to get started. Nova Home Loans. Our mission is simple. Yes.
Some dealerships are in your ear the second you walk through the door. But at Ken Garff Kia, we prefer to let our customers do the talking. That's why our motto is We Hear You. Because great vehicle selection, fair prices, and reliable service all start with one thing: listening. So if you're ready for a better dealership experience, come to Ken Garff Kia. Stop by today for great offers on our new vehicle lineup. Ken Garff Kia, we hear you.
Welcome in, everybody, to Arizona Rattlers football. A great Sunday afternoon in the desert. Well, great if you like. What is it out there? Is it about 108 degrees set?
Felt like 111, 12, 13, something like that.
Here's the kick, 3 yards deep. Sap Lynch stays on his feet after some initial contact. He is out to about the 14-yard line. It's first down for the Vegas Nighthawks right there at that spot. Devontae Sap Lynch recently cut from his previous squad. Played for Bay Area. And now he is a member of this Vegas Nighthawks club.
A talented guy, versatile guy, can catch it out of the backfield as well. And a veteran player, right? He understands the game.
Line of scrimmage ends up being the 15-yard line. Flip it out left side to Sap Lynch, and he takes 3 of those defenders to bring him down. Devontae Merriweather, the first on the hit. Dylan Fa'amato trailing the play from his defensive line position helps make the tackle. A 6-yard gain for Sap Lynch, and it's now second down and 4.
Yeah, this is how you're going to use him. He's talented with the ball in his hands. You've got to know how to use him. Just wasn't a good fit for him. Sometimes it's not always great to go back home and play. You know what I mean? But had a nice game a week ago for Vegas. Did a really nice job coming in first go round. 3 touchdowns in the game.
Here's Cameron Dukes, chased out by Fa'amatu. He's going to have to sling it into the stands to save the possession. Live to find another down, 3rd down and 4 on the way, and there's Some good up-the-middle pressure by Dylan Fa'amatu.
Yeah, absolutely. Just trying to get home, fighting and grinding. But you love to see the young player make a smart decision like that. Gets rid of the ball, gives his team a chance to play on a next down. Great coverage on that back end by the Rattlers.
And not have to try to pick up 3rd down and 18, right? So instead it's 3rd down and 4. Vegas, they're on 21-yard line. They'll load it up on the left side of the formation. Lucky Jackson in motion on that side. And Dukes with time to throw, standing in. Bouncing back and forth. Chased out by Terrell, and he is going to get smashed by, there's another hustle play by Fa'amatu to keep him from getting much more than the line to gain. But
he got it.
He got it the 1st down, just barely.
Well, the first thing, you can't want the sack more than you do your job. Chris Terrell gets sucked in right there. He goes inside. Right here, you see him on the left side there. He goes inside. You cannot go inside. You've got zone coverage, so you got 4 guys back in coverage deep helping out. You can't allow the quarterback to sneak out of there. You got to maintain your leverage outside, keep your outside arm free in case he comes. If he wants to sit back there and dance, let him sit back there and dance.
Might have also gotten away with a face mask as well. Meanwhile, I want to talk about Dylan Fa'amatu and his start to the game here in just a moment. Toss it to Sap Lynch around that edge.
That's absolute hold on the left side right there. They just called it.
Theo Majette was practically tackled on that edge. The guy that got him, Rob Castaneda.
Yeah, another big-time player. I've done several of his games at Utah State in the Mountain West Conference. But wasn't able to get that edge set.
Holding. Offense, number 70. 10-yard penalty. 1st down.
Wasn't able to get this edge set on the left side.
So the ball marches back to the 15-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10 right there. As we have a fast-moving first quarter coming to an end, 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining till the end of the period. And the Nighthawks content to take a lot of time down on the clock. They have not started the play clock yet. And I think that's because the referee has been talking to coaching staff for Vegas. They finally did get it started. There's 15 seconds on the play clock. Cameron Dukes going deep. And a lot of contact downfield. It looked good both ways, and KD Cannon unable to haul in the pass. And deep in coverage was Kyrie Woods.
I do like the way this kid puts the ball up there early with air and touch. Good protection by the O-line. Kyrie Woods all over that like a blanket. That's exceptional coverage downfield.
Holding. Defense, 99. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic 1st down.
Go ahead and ask how that call could be made, my friend. Go ahead and ask.
How could that call be made?
Well, when you're going up against the center and you're the nose guard, right, and you've got your linebacker coming off your left hip, you want to tug on the center's right shoulder a little bit, pull him with you to the right side so he can't get off and get to his block. That's how that call could be made.
And it was made.
And it was made.
And now we have 20 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Cameron Dukes working with a 1st down now. The ball at midfield. Here's the throw toward the end zone. This one is going to be knocked away, deflected beautifully by the Arizona defense. Getting back, Kyrie Woods.
And, hey, listen, and this right here, Kyrie Woods is beat, but he doesn't give up on the play. Trevin Williams brings pressure down the middle, which does not allow Cameron Dukes to set his feet. Watch the pressure, hot pressure coming right up the middle, and he has to throw backing up. Underthrows it, and Kyrie does not give up on the play. Great finish.
Never gave up on it, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. You heard the referee announce it. 13-7, Arizona in front. The Nighthawks have the ball, and they'll flip sides when we return, everybody, for the second quarter. Stand by. This is Arizona Rattlers football.
The pulse, the beat, the vibe. You have a place to turn it on. Talking Stick Resort.
Ready for a change of course? Discover a desert oasis studded with greens. Tee off into narrow canyons or go long on wide open fairways. With a storied golf history and a long list of courses designed by the greats of the game, your perfect golf getaway is right here in Tucson, Arizona. Find out more at visittucson.org/golf.
If DJ Citizen Jane quit on her passion for music, she never would have left her career as a detective to pursue it. If she let starting at the bottom scare her, she never would have hustled to play bigger and bigger shows. And if she was content with being one of the best Latino artists in Miami, she wouldn't be electrifying the crowd in sold-out shows around the world. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion. Modelo, root for those with a fighting spirit.
Back into Phoenix, everybody, and hey, Arizona Rattlers fans. We are proud to partner and recognize Casino Arizona and Talking Stick Resort. They are today's game day presenter of Arizona Rattlers football. Come visit the Valley's hottest destination for gaming, dining, and entertainment. And don't forget to book your stay at the luxurious Four Diamond Phoenix Area Resort. Visit CasinoArizona.com and TalkingStickResort.com today. And we welcome you back to Phoenix, downtown Phoenix, Arizona. It's a scorcher out there today, everybody, but inside the Footprint Center, inside the Snake Pit, nice and cool.
Beautiful.
Just like we like it. And the second quarter underway. Cameron Dukes working on a 2nd and 10 from midfield, throwing to the end zone, and it's intercepted by the Rattlers. And it's Dylan Winfrey stepping across, taking it away. Dylan Winfrey likes these second half season matchups, doesn't he? He just turns it on in the last part of the year. He did it last year, and he's doing it again this year.
Can't throw the ball late down the field. And again, Katie Cannon has been open down beyond the defense. And young Cameron Dukes is not understanding what he's seeing fast enough to get the ball out of his hand fast enough.
Well, it's a fast game.
It is a fast game, and it's even faster when your guys know how to disguise some things and make it look different to you.
Big play, first turnover today, and the Rattlers have it. Interception by Dylan Winfrey. Drew Powell connects to Jamal Miles at the 13-yard line. That'll be, or just shy of the 13. About 2 yards shy on that pickup by the Rattlers offense. All Rattlers home games this season have been broadcast on Cox YourView Arizona, Channel 4 right here in Phoenix. Go to yourview.com, that's YURVIEW.com for more information. And remember that the Rattlers in 2 weeks, on July 24th, will open up the playoffs at home here at 3:05 in the afternoon. We don't know for sure who the opponent is, but if they win today, we think that, well, it should be the Duke City Gladiators. Play action. Screen over the middle. Shannon Brooks has it, and some blocking. Breaks to the outside, lowers the boom at the 20-yard line, and a big first down for Arizona. Let's call that one 18 yards the gain on a beautiful play call, and now we'll check in with Joe Pequeno.
Floyd, thank you very much. Here with Dylan Winfrey. Dylan, great interception. Walk me through it. A play that you did not give up on.
Man, our D-line just got the pressure, and once the D-line got back there, man, the quarterback forced the throw, and that's why we're here, man. So shouts out to the D-line.
Dylan, you talked about this one. Come out fast, come out furious, and dominate so far. You guys are right on track.
Oh, absolutely, man. We got to finish it out. Still early in the second quarter, man, so got to keep our foot on the gas.
Thank you very much, Dylan. Now with his 10th interception on the year, which leads the IFL. Floyd said.
I mean, that's crazy when you talk about just 6 weeks ago, he had 2 interceptions.
I know.
2-3 interceptions. It was like, what's wrong with Dylan? What's wrong with Dylan?
He found overdrive.
Overdrive, and I tell you, they found a mix of young guys, Chris Terrell, Robert Landers, Theo Majet, along with Dylan Fa'amatu, have turned up the pressure You know, we knew Trayvon was great, but we need those young guys to step up, and they've done just that.
I love how he gave, like a quarterback crediting his offensive line, he gave that defensive line all that credit. And here is a lot of time to throw by the offensive line, and a pass completed to Jamal Miles. That'll be right in the neighborhood of 10 yards for the first down. Inside the 10-yard line, it'll be first and goal for the Rattler offense.
As I'm watching this play unfold, and I watch Jamal Miles sit down right in the center of the field, and I see him go to throw it, I'm like, well, Matt Elam's right there. He's closing on it, but puts just enough, puts it on the right hip, so it's not in harm's way.
Ball on the ground. Powell picks it up and throws it into the stands.
Intentional ground and didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it did not get there, did it? Looking for a marker. The officials are talking about it. I saw some yellow shoes out there.
He's outside the box, but it didn't get past. Didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, so far the officials don't know that so far. And they're just going to keep on. Well, they did mark it finally back.
Intentional grounding, offense, number 1. The spot foul comes with a loss of down. Second down.
The referee is Johnny Price, the umpire Mark Warner, the head linesman Tom Drzgowski, the line judge Justin Nash, and the back judge is David Ross. There is your illustrious officiating crew today.
100% the right call. It just didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. He's outside the box. He could throw it away, but it never got back to the line of scrimmage. That's a great call.
Motion to the line. Drew Powell looks left, right, then left again. Right into the arms of his receiver and into the end zone. A Rattlers touchdown. That's Josh Lanier. Brand new in the lineup. And he will haul in his first Rattlers touchdown pass this season.
Good job manipulating the defense. See him look to his right and then comes right back over the top with a laser. Catches Jericho sitting down in the zone area trying to cover a crossing route coming to him. And just a good read and throw with pace but up and over the linebacker.
From the University of Alabama, Josh Lanier calls in the touchdown. The point after is up and good from Lacayo, and with 9:57 on the clock in the second quarter, the Rattlers lead is 2 touchdowns. Arizona 20, Vegas 7. This is Arizona Rattlers football.
We're your neighbors. You should stop by for a visit. We're Casino Arizona. There's nothing like seeing friends again. We're your Casino Arizona.
To some dealerships, you might be just a number. But at Ken Garff Kia, we treat you right. What do we mean by that? Let's break it down. We approach every interaction with respect, integrity, growth, humility, and teamwork. Because we focus on people first and cars second. So if you're looking for the right kind of dealership experience, stop by today for great offers on our new vehicle lineup. Ken Garff Kia, we hear you.
When they approached us to do this in the first place, we couldn't wait to get involved.
Come in here, and it feels like a football game should be here. It's a big event for us. In our opinion, this is going to be an outstanding spot to bring it to, and once you get a taste of it, I'm guessing you're going to want to come back. Want to come back. Want to come back.
That is going to be huge. The IFL's championship game coming up in Vegas, August 13th. Get your tickets. Get them now. The second quarter resumes. Ernesto Lacayo sends it 2 yards deep. Sap Lynch brings it out and goes through one tackle.
Hey, Ernesto.
That was a good tackle by Lacayo, wasn't it?
Hey, Sap Lynch, strong runner.
Yeah.
Strong runner. That way to put your head in there, 22. That's how you get some respect in the locker room right there.
Right on. He looks like he could bring some guys down anyway, doesn't he? We'll watch the kicker do a good job, put his shoulder in it, hang on.
For dear life.
Go for a little bit of a ride.
It's okay, he's taking real defensive players for rides
I guarantee the family is excited about that right now. And from the 24-yard line of Arizona, after a nice return, here's an incomplete pass from Cameron Dukes. And a marker down in the neighborhood of that errant pass. Hey, speaking of family, folks out there that may be watching the game, I'll guarantee you who is watching the game right now. How about Liz Jarnigan? Do you think she's watching the game? The wife of Jeff Jarnigan, the general manager and one of the coaches on this
most likely
team?
And making sure that the special teams and defense.
Pick on the offense, number 3. That is their first of the game, which is warning.
Warning for a pick, illegal pick here. Trying to rub the receiver, the defensive back off of the umpire back there. Right there, he tries to use him as a rub. So that's a warning for that. But going back to Liz, she's making sure special teams are tight. And the D-line's playing at a high level. Because if not, Jeff's going to hear about it.
Do you think that? Do you think she's pretty proud of Ernesto Lacayo's tackle a moment ago on that special teams unit?
100%.
Dukes back to throw under pressure. He lets it go in the neighborhood of a receiver on the near side of the field. That's incomplete for Jeff Edgecombe.
Now, if you're the Rattlers, now you got to be ready with the hot release, right? They're trying to get the backs out, line them up in the backfield, and you've got to release them on some kind of circle route, hot route out of the backfield because the pressure is coming and it's too great. They try to do it right there. Defensive end on the right side did a nice job of staying home, not allowing for him to get outside on the left side.
So big play here, 3rd down and 10. Ball at the Rattler 24-yard line. Over the middle, incomplete, collisions.
That's another rub. It should be. I mean, I don't know what's.
Kyrie Woods is going to get called.
Pass interference?
Yeah, they're gonna flag the Rattlers on this.
That's a tough call there, man. The ball was thrown 4 feet over his head, and he wasn't even looking for the ball.
Pass interference, defense, number 15. Ball will be placed at the spot of the foul, automatic first down.
To the 13-yard line, first down for
right
Vegas.
Watch Dylan Winfrey, 15, right in your face. He opens. Where's the pass interference? The receiver fell down trying to run his route. That's a tough call.
Well, that is going to cost Arizona and give Vegas that first down. And they'll flip it out on the left side. And Devontae Merriweather, one of the league's leading tacklers, is able to close the distance on Jordan Cronkrite. Make that tackle.
A really good play. It's tough when you can't get a guy off outside to get to those linebacker, to get to that bandit spot where Day plays. He is a guy that smells the ball and gets downhill in a hurry.
Merriweather is I believe he's in the top 5 in the IFL for solo tackles and in the top 5 for assists as well. His defense will bear down on a 2nd down and 8 for Vegas. Fake the flip, throw across the middle, pass caught, and Merriweather has the tackle to stop and hold this to about a 5-yard pickup. It'll be shy of the first down for the Vegas offense. The guy on the receiving end of that one was Lucky Jackson.
Yeah, new signing, just a crossing route. Good job of response See him come downhill and then doesn't allow the receiver to get away. And you got to be disciplined here at every facet of the game on defense. 3rd and 5, you know they're most likely not going to kick a field goal. They're out of the playoffs. They got nothing to lose here. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Make them earn it.
Ball at the Arizona 7. Again, fake the flip. Lots of pressure, and this one thrown into the seats. Markers are down in the middle of the field. Trayvon Williams is wondering what just happened. The flags are right next to each other, so 2 officials saw the exact same thing, I think. And yet the referee requires more details, more information. Here we go.
Legal contact, defense. Number 3. Half the distance to the goal, automatic 1st down.
Number 3 plays offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of confusion going on.
We don't have a 3 on defense.
It took a few words to sort it out, and then at the end of it they flagged an offensive guy.
Well, it might have been on 23.
Maybe. Certainly Trayvon Williams was asking the official something after the play.
And again, the second time they've been aided.
So the drive stays alive. 1st and goal. Handoff right side. Zap Lynch bowls his way into the end zone. That's a touchdown for Vegas.
Nice job by Cronkite there to hit it downhill and really put his shoulder down and get it to the zone. And just too many mistakes, right? Self-inflicted wounds here by the Arizona Rattler defense. A couple tough calls. But look at Cronkite hit the hole. Really gets downhill in a hurry.
And thank you for correcting that. Said that was Jordan Cronkite that took it across. For the Vegas scorer, trying to make it a 6-point game. They tack this one on. And the kick is good. Arizona 20, Vegas 14. We're back with 5:06 left in the 1st half right after this. This is Arizona Rattlers football.
Do you own your home? You may qualify for a cash-out refinance. Cash for home renovations, paying debt, or for whatever you need most. Connect with your local loan officer at Nova Home Loans today and see what you qualify for. Rates are still historically low and home values have increased, which could mean more cash to you. Don't wait. Visit NovaHomeLoans.com today to get started. Nova Home Loans. Our mission is simple. Yes.
If DJ Citizen Jane quit on her passion for music, she never would have left her career as a detective to pursue it. If she let starting at the bottom scare her, she never would have hustled to play bigger and bigger shows. And if she was content with being one of the best Latina artists in Miami, she wouldn't be electrifying the crowd in sold-out shows around the world. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion. Modelo, root for those with a fighting spirit.
Closing out this 1st half, everybody. 5:06 on the clock here at the Footprint Center. Let's check in with Joe Pequeno.
Thank you, Floyd. You're looking at Las Vegas wide receiver coach Tyson Poots, who used to be a member of the Arizona Rattlers, won a championship back here in 2013. He says it's always great to come back to the Snake Pit to see so many familiar faces like current Rattlers quarterbacks coach Nick Davila. Those two played together, had some great seasons, and of course, once you're a Rattler, regardless of where you are on the sidelines, you're always a Rattler at heart.
Here's the Vegas kick.
I'll tell you what, if you've never seen that dude play, one of the most physical receivers in the red zone you'll ever find. He's tough to guard, just had an understanding, super patient on his routes. I mean, one of the great ones to come through here.
Marker down on that return by Jamal Miles. He got spun down.
Illegal block in the back. 23 to the return team. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
Well, it hadn't been a good stretch last few plays for Trayvon Williams. He gets flagged there, and the ball back to the 5.
I think TW is at his quota for penalties. He's going to have to start making up some stuff here. Making some plays up as if a guy with 15 tackles for loss needs to make anything up. But he's going to have to start getting on the plus side of these penalties.
So first down, Drew Powell brings the offense out for the Rattlers. The ball at their own 5-yard line. Arizona by 6. Fake it. Almost had the feel of a broken play, and after hurdling one defender, Drew gets slammed down at about the 9-yard line. 4-yard gain for Drew on that play.
The snap was high and to the left side, so the mesh is already ruined. It's a good job by Drew just to bring it down and get something positive. Watch where the snap ends up. High left side, so now your mesh with the running back is off. You don't really get the look. Still had 2 defenders out there and went and got 4.5 yards.
That was Mr. Harriel at the end of that one with the tackle for the Vegas defense. Powell throwing, waiting for Jamal Miles to break deep, and with contact that Miles thought should have brought a flag out. No flag on Mr. Harriel.
And Jamal just needs a run. He's concerned with getting the penalty. If he just runs, he's got it. Because the defender's back was turned. So he kind of slowed down, and then Drew puts a little too much on it out there.
Jamal certainly seemed to have the initiative there for sure with Harriel and his back toward the offense. And by the way, folks, as you're listening, number 5, that's Mr. Harriel. And that's his first name. His first name is Mr. And here's Mr. Powell.
Ball's out.
Bringing it out. He fumbled.
And he fumbled it.
And it was able to bring it back in or
nope,
not?
He fumbled it.
Yeah, you're not going to have it. That's going to go over the other direction. It was taken away by Jahaven Ferguson. And the Rattlers will turn the ball over for the first time today.
Recovered by the defense. First down.
Great opportunity for the Nighthawks. They could grab the first lead of the game right here if they are able to punch it in and get a point after. Comes with 2:54 on the clock here in the second quarter, everybody.
And Drew had gone a few games, and that situation there where you always want to try and get that ball to your outer half of your body. You've got people coming from the inside. Jahaven Ferguson does a nice job of fighting through and continuing to play to make that strip happen.
Rattler Nation, Nova Home Loans is the exclusive Arizona Rattlers instant replay presenting sponsor. We'll take a look at one of their replays here in a moment after a pass is caught and taken out for a short gain by Lucky Jackson. He gets to the 11-yard line. 5-yard pickup on the play. Second down and 5 coming up for Vegas. After that turnover, here is your Nova Home Loans instant replay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get the ball out of quarterback's hands quick and early. You know, that pressure's been getting to him. I think Coach Davis has done a nice job of really getting his quarterback back in rhythm.
So second down, the Nighthawks. Dukes steps up, gets rid of it just a tad, a little too soon for his receiver. Devontae Sapp-Lynch was unable to spot it quick enough to make that catch, and he had some open field in front of him.
Yeah, they've got to be married up on that backside. I mean, that's a chance for a big play here as you get a look at the Nova Homes replay. Heads up play by Dukes. He just flips it outside.
So now third down. Dukes puts them in motion. Here's the snap. He looks down the middle into double coverage, and it's caught by a great catch made by one of those Rattler fans. So incomplete pass will bring up fourth down at 5. Hey, some of you are watching Arizona Rattlers football on the Indoor Football League's YouTube channel, and we thank you for being with us there. Get in on the action at goifl.com. goifl.com. And that brings us to the 1-minute warning. You just heard that. Arizona holding on to a 6-point advantage. 20-14 is our score of this timeout. We're back with more Arizona Rattlers football right after this. Stand by, everybody.
We're your neighbors. You should stop by for a visit. We're Casino Arizona. There's nothing like seeing friends again. We're your Casino Arizona.
Do you own your home? You may qualify for a cash-out refinance. Cash for home renovations, paying debt, or for whatever you need most. Connect with your local loan officer at Nova Home Loans today and see what you qualify for. Rates are still historically low and home values have increased, which could mean more cash to you. Don't wait. Visit NovaHomeLoans.com today to get started. Nova Home Loans. Our mission is simple. Yes.
Ready for a change of course? Discover a desert oasis studded with greens. Tee off into narrow canyons or go long on wide open fairways. With a storied golf history and a long list of courses designed by the greats of the game, your perfect golf getaway is right here in Tucson, Arizona. Find out more at visittucson.org/golf.
20-14, Arizona in front. Can they hang on to this lead going into halftime? 59 seconds remain. Here's a kick. 27-yard field goal try. And it's no good.
No good.
Wide to the left. The kick no good. And so for the moment anyway, Arizona's lead remains 20-14. In front of the Nighthawks with 55 seconds remaining here in the half. And a moment ago, there was an overthrow into the stands. And it's a pretty good catch made by a fan at the back of the end zone. And Joe Pequeno has got that guy.
Yeah, Floyd. Talk about the good hands people. Sam Babalola with the great hands on the errant pass. Sam, walk me through the technique.
You know what? First of all, I got to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, because he's the one that gave me the ability to put my hands up. I used proper form and technique. I saw the ball coming my way, and I just blocked out all the noise and the distraction, and I focused, and I was able to pull it out.
Sam, I wanted to let you know that the Arizona Rattlers have open tryouts every year. Are you interested?
You know what? I'm not, but I would like to talk to my boy Joe over here. Joe is was all-state wide receiver in New Mexico, actually. So he's I think he's the guy you're looking for.
How much fun are you guys having out here today?
You know what? We're having a blast. This is all thanks to, I guess, Hornitos or something like that. We all work at a place called Bitter and Twisted. It's right down the street. So if you guys are looking for a place to get a great cocktail, come through. Indeed, we'll definitely take care of it.
Sam will take care of you. one way or another, whether catching a pass or pouring an adult beverage, fellas.
And that is a good place to grab a little bite and some spirits.
He said, wasn't everybody all-state wide receiver at some point in their life? I feel like that's a pretty recurring theme anytime you meet somebody. Here's a quarterback draw. Drew Powell on first down, straight up the middle, and he gets slammed to the turf, and a marker comes out from the umpire. That may have been a little bit too excessive in the tackle on Drew at the end of it.
A little extra. Play was over with. Coney Ely still playing hard, and listen, there's still plenty of time left. The Rattlers have all 3 timeouts. It's been kind of a disjointed game up to this point, right?
Further discussion. There's no flag. Second down.
After further discussion.
After a little chit-chat is what he meant to say.
Yeah, he didn't really. Yeah, that's a good pickup right there. That's a good no call.
Quick throw. Out of bounds, stop the clock here inside the final minute of the first half. Isaiah Houston hauls it in for the first down. That's a 4-yard pickup on the pitch and catch. The Rattlers move the chains. 36 seconds remain here in the half. Both teams with 3 timeouts left.
They could make this a 2-score game here. You know, Vegas gets the ball coming out to start the second half. Arizona needs to close this half out with points.
Rattlers, their own 17. Powell directing traffic, and he is going to stop the clock by going out of bounds near midfield.
Man, they had a perfect opportunity there, and they caught Vegas in man-to-man coverage. You've got to win with your motion man. It's a good job of going to get yards down the field, make that front run a little more. Still hang on to a timeout. Heads up play by Drew Powell.
Powell gets the call from Coach Kevin Guy, the Hall of Famer. Second down and 3. Ball at the 24-yard line. Drew over the middle. And that's out of bounds to stop the clock again, not having to use a timeout even at this moment. And out of bounds at the 15-yard line on the completion. That's about an 11-yard pickup on the pass play to Jamal Miles.
The old double dig route. Good throw and catch. Devin Washington on the coverage. It's tight coverage, but you can't cover this route when it's thrown properly. Ball down in front, away from the defender. This is a well-thrown ball here. Good protection up front. Man, talk about staring at the blitzer coming right in your face. Drew stands in there tall, makes an accurate throw.
23 seconds, fake it. Powell up the middle. Powell bounces, and he is going to lean to the end zone. The indication is touchdown, Arizona.
That's just a tremendous effort. And it looked like they had a screen. Drew pumped it outside to try to get it outside. The entire defense takes off, and the middle of the field is so wide open. This is a great, look at the middle of the field, wide open. And Mr. Harriel, not a good effort on that tackle, but good effort by Drew Powell to finish that play.
Boy, great shot by our crew as well, and you can see clearly Drew getting to the end zone on that effort. Point after, Lacayo. And he tacks it on, everybody. Our score, 27-14, Arizona in front of Vegas. Halftime on the way in a moment. We'll grab a timeout. Arizona Rattlers football.
Every body is different. Some get injured, while others wear down. At Ortho Arizona, your unique condition is at the center of what we do. With over 20 locations and 70 physicians in the Valley, we offer orthopedic procedures, therapy, and athletic performance for the most important reason of all, getting you back to an active, pain-free life. Ortho Arizona, your destination for quality orthopedic care since 1994.
Spooner has been revolutionizing our community's experience with physical therapy and hand therapy in the Valley since 1990. Spooner helps you move better and feel better. through specialized rehabilitation, personalized treatment plans, and functional performance training. Our therapists, athletic trainers, and strength coaches provide programming to help you achieve your movement goals in life and on the field. Our team is your team. Visit SpoonerPT.com to find one of our Valley-wide locations near you.
It's time to get inspired with Arizona Living, your home, your inspiration. Host Jane Clouse shares with you the fascinating places, unique activities, and useful services found across our state. From crafting projects to dining destinations to suggestions for your next getaway. Learn how to get the most out of your Arizona lifestyle. Watch Arizona Living, your home, your inspiration. Sunday and Tuesday evening only on YourView or streaming at yourview.com.
Well, just a moment ago, Drew Powell fumbled the football, and in the span of 1 minute, the Vegas Nighthawks went from an opportunity to go in front going into halftime to missing a field goal and falling behind again by 2 scores. That's how fast this game turned around in the final minute of the first half. And we'll see if the Nighthawks, with 14.6 seconds remaining in the half, can get some points on the board and close that gap.
I mean, you've got to have a little better effort than this. The middle of the field's open. Mr. Harriel is right there. But see him stop his feet. And then he has to lunge.
Timer. Please reset the game clock to 17 seconds, please.
17 seconds.
2.5 more seconds on the clock. 3 timeouts remaining for Vegas. Well, they put 17 minutes on the clock.
Whoa.
When they said, please reset the clock, the timekeeper took it more than literal.
It's going to be the longest half.
They've corrected things. 17 seconds remaining here in the first half. We'll get to hear from head coach Kevin Guy as we close out the half here in a moment. How does he feel about the work his guys have done in this first half? Sap Lynch.
Got to cover.
How did he stay on his feet after all of that? He's going to be driven out right near midfield by Jamal Miles. He goes over the boards, and boy, how did he get back in so quickly? That was everything about that return by Devontae Sap Lynch was impressive.
Got to be under control. A lot of guys on the ground. But watch when he hits the wall and kind of runs Spider-Man's up the wall and keeps going.
I like it.
What the heck?
Look at this guy.
Now 9 seconds left. You've got 3 timeouts.
Boy,
They've got some time. Everything's at their disposal.
Get it to Sap Lynch. He's got a little bit of Dello Davis in him, doesn't he? Pump fake.
Free play for the defense or for the offense here.
Got to throw it down the sideline right side. That's out of bounds. Well, good Devontae Merriweather coverage on that side as he was staying with the receiver Lucky Jackson.
Free play for the offense.
Yeah.
We're offsides on the left edge.
So that should move the ball 5 yards and give another play. Another first down.
Illegal defense. 95 out of the stance at the snap. 5-yard penalty. First down.
That's the right call. You see right in front of the camera. He's the first guy off the ball. It's Chris Terrell. It's a little bit of a jump start.
Well, in basketball, you like to see a good jump stop. In football, you get the jump start.
If you could time it just right, there's like that fraction. If you could time it just right, it could be deadly. But that was obviously true.
If you get a jump start in football, you need a quick jump stop, don't you?
Very quick.
Like, you got to follow it up like that.
With your body still intact, because you can't be out of your stance.
Right, you are. Timeout taken by the Rattler defense. They want to put a little ice on.
First timeout of the half.
A little ice on the kicker. That kicker's name is Nolan Kohorst. Hey, we've seen Kevin Guy. He closed out a half. Remember earlier on in the season, it escapes me who they were playing, but he used up all his 3 timeouts right there to close out the half. And the kicker, whomever that was, he made 3 successive kicks following the timeout call. Right, none of them counted. And then finally, when Arizona was out of timeouts, the last kick was for real, and he missed it. Pulled it left.
I believe that was Tucson, if I'm not mistaken.
Might have been Tucson. I would expect that Coach Guy, with 3.6 seconds remaining in the half, will call timeout again.
Yeah, he's not. You can't take him with you. We've had this discussion.
37-yard try and timeout. Timeout taken.
But see, if you're the snapper, go ahead and snap it so he can get some
timeout
kicks.
at half.
Well,
Arizona.
yeah, but see, they maybe they looked at film and they knew that, you know, if I start spending all my good kicks.
But it doesn't matter. The kicker still wants to get some swings, right? Who doesn't want to get a couple swings just to get a feel?
Sure.
I mean, he missed his last one. You need some feel good.
How about you? Let's go back to your high school days, Sed. Your high school days, playing football. Good athlete that you were. Tremendous athlete that you were. Probably an all-state football player, like so many of us were.
I was actually all conference wide receiver, actually.
Okay.
But
did you ever get to kick the football? Did you ever?
I was the kickoff guy, but all I did was kick line drives.
Hey, here's the snap and the kick. Hey, look at this. That looks like it sailed left. It looks like it's no good. And Coach Guy pulled a fast one. He let him play it out. Did not call timeout. Vegas, however, is making claims here. Kick no good. It's going to count. Play counts. Hold on a second. Challenge flag now out from Vegas. We need to get a wide shot on the action on the far side of the field. Very animated.
Vegas is challenging that the defense was out of the stance at the snap. Timeout.
Officials timeout. Here's another look.
And they are out of the stance.
Are we sure of that?
I'm 1,000,000%. Watch Chris Terrell standing there, flat-footed, and the ball is snapped. That's false start, though, on the offense.
Okay.
Nobody's down in a stance. They're still moving around. You can't.
How many guys have to be down in a
everyone
3 or 4
on
point stance?
Everyone on that line has to be. You
So
can't
4
be
guys
standing there still moving around and talking.
Four guys have to be.
It's going to be offsetting. I mean, offsetting penalties. Has to be.
Now, if the challenge is out of the stance, does the official have the latitude to spot another foul and then call the offsetting fouls that you're asking for?
I don't believe if that's what was asked for. I don't believe. However,
Coach Guy's got issues. Now let me ask you this. If they overturn this, can Coach Guy challenge the same play? We'll find out with the referee how he feels about the issue. Our referee is Johnny Price.
Well, nobody's leaving the field, so we're going to replay this.
After review, illegal defense, 67. Out of his alignment at the snap, 5-yard penalty, 1 untimed down.
It was actually, they kind of got him with a trickeration play. It was actually 95 was standing there, not ready.
So they said Robert Landers was.
Yeah.
Was.
And now Kevin's going to look at the other side wasn't set. They're not in the stance either. I mean, not to say they have to be, but they're standing around, moving around. It's the same thing.
Chess match.
Look at. They're not. Nobody said he's facing the wrong way, and then Sap Lynch just gets down and snaps it.
We're gonna hear it.
Look, you still got some guys going down in their stance.
Arizona challenged the offense false start, number 70. After review, false start, offense, number 70.
They did see it.
Operator, please put 3 seconds on the game clock.
So they saw it. They didn't have to go back and look again. They knew it was an infraction.
It has to be. You have to ask for that look.
Yeah.
And that's the right call because you saw there was just a dance party USA going on up the line of scrimmage. Nobody was ready to go. Sap Lynch tried to pull a fast one with a quick snap. I like where his head's at, but he's got to tell the rest of his dudes.
3.6 seconds, please. Thank you.
Again, it'll be back to 3.6 seconds remaining here in the first half, and the ball goes back to midfield. This will be a 42-yard try. And the Rattlers have one they have one timeout remaining. Well, you know what we haven't seen a lot of this year, said that we did see back in 2021. The Rattlers haven't blocked many kicks this year, but they did block a number last year.
They did.
Be a good time to see one.
I think he's getting awfully close to this official near side of us.
All right, 42-yard try to those narrow uprights. Kohorst, the kicker. One timeout remaining for the Rattlers, and they'll use it.
You still have to snap it so you can get a kick.
Third and final.
You see Coach Davis.
Timeout of the half.
Coach Davis
Arizona
is trying to explain to him we still want him to get a kick. So even if they're stopping it, snap it so we can get a kick, a practice kick.
So I wonder how long the actual time the clock has been ticking since we started this entire chess match between these two teams, these two coaches. Kevin Guy, will it pay off? We've seen it before, and we've seen it work to perfection. Here's the snap and hold, and the kick is wide left. The kick is no good.
I do not understand
by Vegas
how Majette doesn't block this. You can't swing at this ball. If you just put your hands up, you've got it blocked. He came right down the middle untouched. It's like I tell my 11-year-old, don't swing at balls you're trying to block. Just put your hand up and block it.
So is this a roughing the kicker?
Personal foul, roughing the kicker. 96, defense. Half the distance to the goal. Untimed down.
If you get a look on the replay, he comes untouched and he goes up and watch him come in and swing at it. If he just goes up, see his hands come down, he's trying to swing at it. If he just goes up vertical, he blocks that thing.
You wanted him to wall up, didn't you?
Just wall up.
Here's another kick, another try. And this one looks much better. And after all of that, finally the kick sails through for Vegas. 27-17. That's the lead that Arizona will take into halftime, and Joe Pequeno has Coach Kevin Guy.
Thank you, Floyd. Coach, a lot of gamemanship at the end of the first half. They finally execute the field goal. Your thoughts on that sequence of about 5 minutes or so?
Well, it didn't work. So we sit here and waste a lot of time because I guess we committed a penalty. So here's what it is.
Want to get your thoughts on Drew bouncing back from the fumble. The defense gets the stop, and then Drew takes it in for the touchdown, Coach.
Well, I thought our defense stepped up big there because, we didn't give up any points. We got an interception earlier in the game, so we've got, 2 or 3 stops there, with this field goal here, a little situational stop. But, I think offensively we scored every possession but one. We got to do a better job. We got to take care of the ball, get some separation. They get the ball first, second half, so we need to come out and get a stop, and offensively we need to get separation.
Thank you very much, Coach. Floyd said.
Well, the Arizona Rattlers will have a 10-point advantage here at halftime, 27-17 over the Vegas Nighthawks. Quite a turnaround, said. Quite a turnaround from the first 2 times these 2 teams played. A 67-20 win way back in the first third of the season for the Rattlers over Vegas. Vegas with almost a completely new roster since that game. A handful of guys remain on the roster from the first time the 2 teams met. They got a brand new quarterback, Cameron Dukes, who's a solid guy now back there taking snaps and running plays for them. And, they're making a game out of it here in week 17.
Well, you like to see that because parity is good for the league, right? It's tough-minded players trying to make plays, and Dukes has made some mistakes. You see a couple picks, he's made some mistakes, but he's just continued to kind of play and keep it going, and hasn't been able. None of the Rattlers offense has not been able to just kind of get things rolling, right? It's kind of been disjointed, the game. It's been kind of an uneven flow to what's going on. But they still have a 10-point lead. They're at home, and their defense could come out and set the tone right out of the gate.
Halftime, everybody. We'll be back here to the Footprint Center in downtown Phoenix. Back to the Snake Pit to break it down on our halftime report. Don't go anywhere. It's Arizona 27, Vegas 17. Arizona Rattlers football continues in just a bit.
Ready for a change of course? Discover a desert oasis studded with greens. Tee off into narrow canyons or go long on wide open fairways. With a storied golf history and a long list of courses designed by the greats of the game, your perfect golf getaway is right here in Tucson, Arizona. Find out more at visittucson.org/golf.
The pulse, the beat, the vibe. You have a place to turn it on. Talking Stick Resort.
Meet Blair.
Hi.
In her youth, Blair dreamt of becoming a pro basketball player. Today in accounts receivable, Blair pursues that elusive dream. One missed shot at a time. Blair, you can play to win with BetRivers.com, featuring award-winning customer service and the excitement of live in-game betting, where you can bet live on every game all season long.
Yes!
BetRivers.com, it's a whole new game.
Every body is different. Some get injured, while others wear down. At Ortho Arizona, your unique condition is at the center of what we do. With over 20 locations and 70 physicians in the Valley, we offer orthopedic procedures, therapy, and athletic performance for the most important reason of all, getting you back to an active, pain-free life. Ortho Arizona, your destination for quality orthopedic care since 1994.
Spooner has been revolutionizing our community's experience with physical therapy and hand therapy in the Valley since 1990. Spooner helps you move better and feel better. Through specialized rehabilitation, personalized treatment plans, and functional performance training, our therapists, athletic trainers, and strength coaches provide programming to help you achieve your movement goals in life and on the field. Our team is your team. Visit SpoonerPT.com to find one of our Valley-wide locations near you.
When they approached us to do this in the first place, we couldn't wait to get involved.
Come in here, and it feels like a football game should be here. It's a big event for us. In our opinion, this is going to be an outstanding spot to bring it to, and once you get a taste of it, I'm guessing you're going to want to come back. Want to come back.
of that offense in the numbers game. And it wasn't long ago. I think he had a 5-touchdown game not very long ago, 5 or 6 even. But I kind of had that feeling at the beginning of the year after the first 3 or 4 games. Shannon was going to be the go-to guy for that offense. A lot of running, a lot of action for Shannon out of the backfield. But, you know, he really has settled into being one of many pieces. The guy that's really been the more go-to guy is number 13, Braxton Haley, in the last half of the season. But either way, a lot of weapons. Shannon Brooks, I don't know, I'd like to maybe see him get 3 or 4 more touches a game.
Yeah, 100%. But here's the deal, though. When the team is forcing Drew to beat him with his arm, they're not going to allow you to run the ball on him, right? And the Rattlers overall, you know, number 1 team rushing the ball the last 2 years. They're not going to allow Arizona to beat you on the ground, right? So they're going to force Drew to make plays with his arm. He's been able to do that. He's been efficient. His completion percentage is steadily climbing. He's sitting at 64% for this game. 9 of 14. He has the 1 mistake, and that's running the ball, a fumble. So that's why you see the big numbers from Braxton Haley and some of the other receivers, Jamal Miles, because Drew's been able to be efficient with the ball, make the throws, and that takes away from your running game. Make no mistake, Kevin wants to run it first. He wants to take care of the running game first, but Drew has to be efficient with the ball when they're going to allow him to throw it. He's been able to do that.
Well, how about some numbers for Drew Powell? 9 of 14 in the first half for 106 yards. And he did complete a touchdown pass as well. On the receiving end of those passes, Jamal Miles leads it with 4 catches for 43 yards. We saw the 1 touchdown catch for the Rattlers was Josh Lanier early on in the game. And that 1 catch remains his only catch in the game. It was a 22-yard touchdown reception.
It's his first catch as a Rattler.
Yeah. First catch goes into the end zone.
All I do is catch touchdowns.
That's all I do. Shannon Brooks has a catch for 19 yards. Braxton Haley has 1 catch. Isaiah Houston a pair of catches for 11 yards in that first half. So Drew's been spreading it around. He's also leading the game running the football. 6 carries for 46 yards for Drew in the game. Shannon Brooks has carried it 3 times for 27 yards. And I'll mention just one thing on the other side for the Vegas Nighthawks. A number that is not very impressive, speaks to some pretty stout defense by the Rattlers, and that is that Cameron Dukes, the quarterback, has been held to just 4 completions on 12 attempts. 1 interception in that. That was a Dylan Winfrey interception.
Well, they're showing him great looks, right? Different looks, mixing it up, not letting him sit back and watch man coverage or zone coverage, but they're mixing it up in different downs. The one thing that bothers me is the 8 penalties for 69 yards for the Rattlers. 8 penalties, 69 yards. They've got to clean that up second half. It'll go much smoother.
Halftime continues. We'll continue our breakdown in just a moment, everybody. 27-17, Arizona in front of Vegas. Here at the half. Back in a moment with more Arizona Rattlers football.
Do you own your home? You may qualify for a cash-out refinance. Cash for home renovations, paying debt, or for whatever you need most. Connect with your local loan officer at Nova Home Loans today and see what you qualify for. Rates are still historically low and home values have increased, which could mean more cash to you. Don't wait. Visit NovaHomeLoans.com today to get started. Nova Home Loans. Our mission is simple. Yes.
We're your neighbors. You should stop by for a visit. We're Casino Arizona. There's nothing like seeing friends again. We're your Casino Arizona.
Every body is different. Some get injured, while others wear down. At Ortho Arizona, your unique condition is at the center of what we do. With over 20 locations and 70 physicians in the Valley, we offer orthopedic procedures, therapy, and athletic performance for the most important reason of all, getting you back to an active, pain-free life. Ortho Arizona, your destination for quality orthopedic care since 1994.
Spooner has been revolutionizing our community's experience with physical therapy and hand therapy in the Valley since 1990. Spooner helps you move better and feel better. Through specialized rehabilitation, personalized treatment plans, and functional performance training, our therapists, athletic trainers, and strength coaches provide programming to help you achieve your movement goals in life and on the field. Our team is your team. Visit SpoonerPT.com to find one of our Valley-wide locations near you.
Some dealerships are in your ear the second you walk through the door. But at Ken Garff Kia, we prefer to let our customers do the talking. That's why our motto is, we hear you. Because great vehicle selection, fair prices, and reliable service all start with one thing: listening. So if you're ready for a better dealership experience, come to Ken Garff Kia. Stop by today for great offers on our new vehicle lineup. Ken Garff Kia, we hear you.
Halftime in Arizona, everybody. Welcome into Arizona Rattlers football. The Rattlers have that 10-point advantage. You see it up on the screen. And I want to take a look at what the playoffs might amount to coming up for the Rattlers and the rest of the league. In the Western Conference, Arizona is playing tonight for home field advantage in the playoffs for the number 1 seed. They'll get that, and you're looking at, if the playoffs started today, if the Rattlers have the number 1 seed, certainly if the Rattlers win today, this is what it looks like. Arizona, the 1 seed, would play at home on July 24th. That's a Sunday afternoon at 3:05 for a kickoff against the Duke City Gladiators. Duke City with that thrilling win last night in San Diego. I believe it was they got the win on the final play of the game, if I'm not mistaken. The other game that would take place in the Western Conference, that other game would be Northern Arizona, the 2 seed, at home against the Tucson Sugar Skulls. That's 4 great teams headed to the playoffs in the Western Conference. And I think really in that group, it's anybody's.
Yeah, and you look on both sides, right? It's going to be fun coming down the stretch. Look in the other conference as well. It's going to be some great matchups as you get a look at the next broadcast on the 24th of July.
Now this is contingent upon the Arizona Rattlers getting the 1 seed. It's contingent. Got to get the victory.
They got to win this today.
Yeah, we'll see what Coach Kevin Guy has to say about his team's performance again here at halftime and their halftime discussion. Joe?
Coach, a half away from locking up the top seed. What was the message to your squad at the half?
Well, we got to finish. Defensively, their quarterback's 4 of 12 right now. He's 33%. 35 of those yards was the first touchdown with the back out of the backfield. We blew a coverage there, and then the other 10 points came on penalties. So we got to stop committing penalties, just settle down and play. And offensively, we got to take care of the ball and just keep executing.
Coach, one great play by your defense in the second half was the diving interception by Dylan Winfrey. He's got 10 on the season, which leads the IFL. Your thoughts on the play and how he stepped it up in this back half of the season?
Well, I'd like a lot more of them. You need to keep throwing it up and see if we can get some hands on the ball and see if we can get some separation.
Thank you very much, Coach.
You think Coach Kevin Guy likes those playmakers set? I mean, he's got one in Dylan Winfrey, that's for sure. But that entire defensive backfield, and he prides his team on defensive back play. In fact, he'll tell you that he thinks you got to have a great defensive backfield to win a championship. You got guys like Dylan Winfrey and Day-Day, Devontae Merriweather. That's a star-studded group right there.
Well, I think the special thing about them is they all have really good ball skills, and that's what makes them different. You can have guys that are back there that can make plays and knock the ball down, but you need guys that are going to go steal some possessions because sometimes you need it, right? You've been beat down the field, but all of a sudden you make a play, a la Dylan last week, right? He was getting beat up by the big guys. They were running the dig routes across his face over and over and over, and all of a sudden he just answered the bell and stole a couple last week and then stole one tonight. He's really turned it on second half of this season.
You brought up the penalties that plagued Arizona in the first half, and they could have ended at least one of those scoring drives by by Vegas had they just not committed penalties on the drive. Quick word. If they clean them up, what happens in the second half?
If they clean it up and just play ball, they're going to run away. They're going to run away. You've got half of this other team here doesn't know whether they really want to be out here or not, Floyd. It's the last game for them. No playoffs. Half of them don't know if they want to be out here. The longer you let them hang around, they're going to hang around. Put them out of their sleep.
Good point. Arizona 27, Vegas 17. We'll start the second half in a moment. This is Arizona Rattlers football.
Do you own your home? You may qualify for a cash-out refinance. Cash for home renovations, paying debt, or for whatever you need most. Connect with your local loan officer at Nova Home Loans today and see what you qualify for. Rates are still historically low and home values have increased, which could mean more cash to you. Don't wait. Visit NovaHomeLoans.com today to get started. Nova Home Loans. Our mission is simple. Yes.
We're your neighbors. You should stop by for a visit. We're Casino Arizona. There's nothing like seeing friends again. We're your Casino Arizona.
Every body is different. Some get injured, while others wear down. At Ortho Arizona, your unique condition is at the center of what we do. With over 20 locations and 70 physicians in the Valley, we offer orthopedic procedures, therapy, and athletic performance for the most important reason of all, getting you back to an active, pain-free life. Ortho Arizona, your destination for quality orthopedic care since 1994.
Spooner has been revolutionizing our community's experience with physical therapy and hand therapy in the Valley since 1990. Spooner helps you move better and feel better. Through specialized rehabilitation, personalized treatment plans, and functional performance training, our therapists, athletic trainers, and strength coaches provide programming to help you achieve your movement goals in life and on the field. Our team is your team. Visit SpoonerPT.com to find one of our Valley-wide locations near you.
Some dealerships are in your ear the second you walk through the door. But at Ken Garff Kia, we prefer to let our customers do the talking. That's why our motto is, we hear you. Because great vehicle selection, fair prices, and reliable service all start with one thing: listening. So if you're ready for a better dealership experience, come to Ken Garff Kia. Stop by today for great offers on our new vehicle lineup. Ken Garff Kia, we hear you.
Back to Phoenix. Football fans, welcome into Arizona Rattlers football. Floyd Simmons, Cedric Bonner calling it from our perch atop the snake pits. We welcome you in. About to begin the second half. 27-17 is our score. The Rattlers playing for home field advantage through the Western Conference playoffs. They've got a home game already. They've secured at least a second-place finish this year. Win this game, and they'll finish as the top team, the top seed in the Western Conference. Here's a running start from the 4-yard line. Sap Lynch on the return. Well, when he doesn't get a running start, he usually gets a great return. That time he got the running start, and Devin Cockrell on special teams comes down, makes a great play to knock him down for a modest return to the 14-yard line, and the second half is underway in Phoenix.
Kobe Taylor did a nice job getting down there as well, wrapping those legs up.
There's Devin Cockrell, a member of the team in 2021, and I'm back with that defensive back core for Kevin Guy, and he'll try to come up and make a play after a quick catch made by Sap Lynch. Tackle made at the 18-yard line. That'll be a pickup on the play of around 5 yards. Second down on the way.
That's big Jeff Edgecam. They're just trying to get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get him some completions. It's a screen play. That's a great job blocking by Katie Cannon, but Arizona comes downhill on this quickly. Doesn't allow Edgecam to get started. But Coach Davis, I've been in his shoes right there, partner, where you're just trying to dial some up to get your guy comfortable, trying to get him feeling okay, feeling good about what he's doing on the field.
Appreciate the catch on that. That was Jeff Edgecombe, who hauled it in. 2nd and 5, the ball at the 19-yard line. Dukes trying to follow the big fellas around the right side. Well, that developed oddly, and a 6-yard gain to midfield for Cameron Dukes, the quarterback. First down for Vegas.
And again, a good job just getting him feels, right? Getting the quarterback. Nice little gain, but making the defense cover every portion of the field. Look at that jam out there by Day on the edge. And then he comes all the way back to the other side and makes the tackle.
Terrific hustle play. Ball at midfield. Dukes down the middle. Here's a man wide open. Pass caught. Touchdown, Rattlers. Well, they split the safeties deep.
They did.
And a beautiful delivery by Dukes.
Well, they just hang just enough of a route outside by KD Cannon just to make Dylan Winfrey stop his feet. And KD Cannon runs a beautiful corner route. And look at this throw, folks. Right out in front. Well designed. You get a guy a little confidence, and you look what happens.
Give a lot of credit to the architect to that offensive play for Vegas. The kick is good. And, hey, we got a good one going on here. A 3-point difference. Arizona 27. The Vegas Nighthawks 24. Stand by, everybody. A timeout in the desert as we watch that touchdown pass one more time from Dukes. This is Arizona Rattlers football. We'll be back in a moment.
Ready for a change of course? Discover a desert oasis studded with greens. Tee off into narrow canyons or go long on wide open fairways. With a storied golf history and a long list of courses designed by the greats of the game, your perfect golf getaway is right here in Tucson, Arizona. Find out more at visittucson.org/golf.
We're your neighbors. You should stop by for a visit. We're Casino Arizona. There's nothing like seeing friends again. We're your Casino Arizona.
Great googly moogly. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. How many times can I say oh yeah?
A lot of fun in the sun downtown Phoenix here this evening, everybody. Welcome in to this broadcast of Arizona Rattlers football. Floyd Simmons along with Cedric Bonner. Down on the field for us is Joe Pequeno, and we've got 12 minutes and 12 seconds remaining. Third period after the Nighthawks get into the end zone, and the extra point makes it a 3-point game. Arizona still in front. Here's a squib kick. High bounce into the hands of Jamal Miles. And Jamal down just shy of the 10-yard line. That's where Drew Powell and the offense come out for the Rattlers. Arizona looking for home field advantage on through the second round of the playoffs. Championship game will be at a neutral site. That's at the Dollar Loan Center in Vegas. Tell me that's not an exciting prospect.
100%. Beautiful building. It's going to be loud and crazy. Phenomenal atmosphere.
Toss it to Shannon Brooks. Carried the ball 3 times in the first half. Here's his first second half carry, and it's a nice one. He is out to the 18-yard line. 8-yard pickup on the play for Shannon. Second down on the way.
And wasn't that you calling for more Cowdells?
I want to see.
At the halftime show, you want to see more Shannon Brooks?
I want to see more Shannon Brooks, yeah. I'm okay with that. Second down play. Keep it on the ground to Miles on the fly sweep. And he is driven out inside the 20. There's an injured player on the ground for Vegas.
Kai Higgins.
Timeout. Official timeout due to injury.
He is holding himself right where you never want to see a guy. Showing injury. They're going to look right at his right knee. It's Kai Higgins.
It's a good fly sweep. You're going to see him trying to get back across. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I wish I hadn't seen it.
No doubt about that. He's getting attended to right now, but everything about what he is demonstrating on the field right now is the pain level, the intensity level is high, and that look on video, that is hard to look at. Let's get a timeout, everybody. 10:55 on the clock, third quarter. Say a little prayer for that young man right there. 27-24, Arizona in front of Vegas. We're back right after this.
Do you own your home? You may qualify for a cash-out refinance. Cash for home renovations, paying debt, or for whatever you need most. Connect with your local loan officer at Nova Home Loans today and see what you qualify for. Rates are still historically low and home values have increased, which could mean more cash to you. Don't wait. Visit NovaHomeLoans.com today to get started. Nova Home Loans. Our mission is simple. Yes.
The pulse, the beat, the vibe. You have a place to turn it on. Talking Stick Resort.
So we're back, and Kai Higgins is helped from the field. And we're all hopeful that he's okay and that the injury is not as bad as it looked on video. So after all of that and the Jamal Miles gain to the 16-yard line, it's first down for Arizona. Shannon Brooks has it, reverses field. Nope, wrapped up nicely. Good job in the backfield. That penetration brought to you by
Gabe McCoy. Out of UNLV.
McCoy on the play.
And you get him in a position there where he could use his quickness. See, he's a little undersized to be on the D-line. But he's able to use his quickness and just run it down from behind.
Just a sound defensive play. Back out to the 21-yard line. So 2nd and 15 after that loss. Catch made by Braxton Haley. Nice little juke at the receiving end of that. And he gets a couple extra yards out of it.
I mean, if you're one of the Nighthawks defenders right now, you've got to have a pep in your step. You've got to have some energy. You've drawn close. You're on the road, beat up. 2 of your star receivers not playing tonight. 3 of your star receivers not playing tonight. And you're close in this game. You're 3 points down.
That was an 8-yard pickup by Haley. Quickly thrown into dangerous territory. Big collision at the end of it. That's Braxton again. And the guy that broke it up, Mr. Harrell, on the play.
If he can get this throw to the outside edge, he's got a chance. But really good break on the ball. And I believe he gets fooled by the look, but he leaves it inside. That ball's thrown on the wall. He's got a chance to get a better look here on the Nova Home Loans replay here. If he throws it outside towards the first down marker, that's an easy completion.
Got to appreciate Braxton's courage to go in for it. 4th down now, 4th, and that is caught. More courage from Braxton Haley as he hauls it in for a 9-yard pickup on the play. Ball at the 4-yard line, 1st and goal. Arizona with that pickup.
And that's what I've been so impressed with 13 with this year is his willingness to play tough ball when he's had to. He's done a nice job. He's gotten better. He's played physical when he needed to. We know the skill set is there, the quicks, the hands, the route running, but he has learned how to be a physical receiver as well.
Fake the fly sweep, and Drew Powell slips into the end zone for an Arizona touchdown. Well, that's the 2nd rushing touchdown today for Drew. The clock ticking down, under 8 minutes remaining here in the 3rd period. Rattlers go in front by 9 again. Try to make it 10 here with Ernesto Lacayo.
Really good job with the ball action there. Mesh point was great. Froze Jahaven Ferguson just long enough to beat him to the edge.
And the Lacayo kick is up and good. And it goes back out to 10 points, 34-24. Arizona in front of Vegas. Stand by, Rattler Nation. We'll continue with more Arizona Rattlers football from the Snake Pit in just a minute. Stand by.
DJ Citizen Jane quit on her passion for music. She never would have left her career as a detective to pursue it. If she let starting at the bottom scare her, she never would have hustled to play bigger and bigger shows. And if she was content with being one of the best Latina artists in Miami, she wouldn't be electrifying the crowd in sold-out shows around the world. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion. Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit.
Spooner has been revolutionizing our community's experience with physical therapy and hand therapy in the Valley since 1990. Spooner helps you move better and feel better. Through specialized rehabilitation, personalized treatment plans, and functional performance training, our therapists, athletic trainers, and strength coaches provide programming to help you achieve your movement goals in life and on the field. Our team is your team. Visit SpoonerPT.com to find one of our Valley-wide locations near you.
Some dealerships are all about selling, but Ken Garff Kia is all about family. We're part of the Ken Garff Automotive Group, a family-run business that's been around since 1932. That's right, for the past 90 years, Ken Garff dealerships have been perfecting the art of listening to customers and putting their needs first. How many other dealerships can say that? Come see us today for great offers on our new vehicle lineup. Ken Garff Kia, we hear you.
When they approached us to do this in the first place, we couldn't wait to get involved.
Come in here, and it feels like a football game should be here. It's a big event for us. In our opinion, this is going to be an outstanding spot to bring it to, and once you get a taste of it, I'm guessing you're going to want to come back. Want to come back. Want to come back.
Well, the Arizona Rattlers are 22 and a half minutes away from securing the top seed in the Western Conference. And should they do that, they'll take on Duke City here at the Snake Pit on July 24th. Here's what the bracket would look like if the playoffs started right now. There are games remaining to be played, games next week. As a matter of fact, it's a bye week next week for the Rattlers, but for much of the rest of the league, they've got game play, including an important game for Northern Arizona as they take on Duke City. A nice tune-up game for those two teams going into the playoffs. But Northern Arizona can only finish first if the Rattlers lose today. And if Northern Arizona beats Duke City next week, if the Rattlers win here in this one, they have sewn up the #1 seed. You would see that Northern Arizona in the first round of the playoffs would take on the Tucson Sugar Skulls. Hey, how about the top team on the other side of the bracket, the top team in the Eastern Conference, the Frisco Fighters? All they do is just go out there, Stead, and take care of business. And they've got only 2 losses. They are a half a game ahead of the next team along in terms of overall standings in the league. And a tackle in the end zone after Sap Lynch had a hard time handling the ball. A perfect kick off the back wall by Ernesto Lacayo. Big hit in the backfield in the end zone, and that's a safety.
1 point Rouge awarded to the kicking team. First down and 10, Vegas.
The Rouge.
This is great effort. Great hustle down. Man, that is such a big time play. Is that Kyrie or is it Day-Day? It's Kyrie Woods. Knocks off the Rouge.
It's a good question. I think that was Devontae Merriweather. Here is Dukes throwing deep, dangerously so, over the top. Dylan Winfrey couldn't quite get there, but does go incomplete.
Kyrie's lucky here, but watch, I believe it's Kyrie Woods who gets down there, gets inside, and explodes through the runner right there. Yeah, that's Kyrie Woods.
It is. It is. How do you like that effort play on special teams?
Really good job. Outruns Gabriel McCoy. That's a tough matchup for him to try to stay with Kyrie Woods.
Some help right there from Isaiah Houston as well.
But that kick was high and deep, right into the corner. I mean, what a perfect kick by Ernesto. Gave his guys a chance to make that play.
6:25 on the clock, third quarter. 35-24, the lead for Arizona. And incomplete. Pressure getting to Dukes in the end zone. Well, it just feels like a big momentum shift here in the mid part of this third quarter for Arizona.
Well, they're trying to figure out how they gave up points with neither the defense or the offense on the field. And special teams matters, man. Those plays matter. Right now, the Rattlers have got to be disciplined. 3rd and 10. You got to be disciplined. Stay in your stance. Don't jump off sides. Don't outside rush. Don't hold. Play the sticks. Play smart. And we'll jump off sides.
Free play. Well,
and taking an interception away.
The center fielder out there, Dylan Winfrey, couldn't quite hang on to it.
Didn't matter anyway. We're out of our stance.
Always dislodged. Marker is down. And our referee, after another fairly long conference going on right now, is going to let us know what the decision is.
Illegal defense. 99 was out of the stance at the snap. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
That's a good call. And if they don't get Dylan, then they're going to get Trayvon for coming forward before the ball snaps.
3rd down. Repeat 3rd down.
And again, we're talking about just being smart. 8 penalties in that first half for 69 yards. The field's only 50 yards long. I mean, don't help a team. You had them 3rd and 10 there.
Here come the Nighthawks to the line, and that quarterback, Cameron Dukes, well, he has been held to 6 of 16. Make it 6 of 17. This defense, stout for the Arizona Rattlers.
Well, they're really doing a good job of changing it up, not giving him simple looks. When you got a rookie quarterback, the worst thing you do is run out and play man-to-man coverage on every down because it makes it easy for him. The time where they have gone man, the front four has done a nice job of really getting home and bringing that pressure down on him where he can't just take his time and weed out what he's supposed to look at and where he's supposed to go with the ball.
Big opportunity for the Arizona Rattlers defense. 4th and 5. Cameron Dukes and the offense on the field. Nothing to lose for Vegas. Win or lose, it doesn't matter. Pump fake, throw deep, and that's just out of reach. There's contact made by Devontae Merriweather out there.
Another penalty on Day-Day. He jumps a hitch route.
That was Jordan Cronkrite, who was the intended receiver.
He jumps a hitch route. They run a hitch and go, and they get him to bite on it. That's undisciplined right now.
Contact. Defense, number 8. Contact beyond 5 yards. It's a 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Well, I don't know if it was beyond 5 yards, but it was right at 5 yards. But just, mark it, 2 penalties on this drive alone. Short side of the field, they got Cronkrite. See the pump fake? Just sit. If they want to sit down and catch it, let them catch it. Make them earn it.
First down.
A hold.
The quarterback tried to help, and the net result of all of it was that Chris Terrell was able to chase down the play and knock down Cronkrite in the backfield. Yard loss on the play, back to the 14-yard line.
This is good pursuit. Right there's a hold on Lucky Jackson. Doesn't get called, but play was going nowhere. Great pursuit, great effort.
Another great crowd tonight here at the Snake Pit. Folks, if you haven't gotten your tickets yet for the upcoming playoff matchup, we've got a first-round playoff game on July 24th. Sunday, July 24th for the Rattlers. Deep. Somebody broke off their route. The quarterback, Dukes, thought they were going deep with it.
You sometimes you just got to get it out of there, right? You got to get it out of that foxhole before you take a sack. Again, 3rd down again, and long.
How about 33% completions today on 18 tries?
But they're down 11 only.
Yeah,
right,
it doesn't add up, does it?
No.
77 yards passing today for Cameron Dukes. He has thrown a pair of touchdowns among those 6 completed passes. But they need more out of their young quarterback. 3rd down and 11. Ball at their own 14-yard line. Vegas. 2 minutes, 2:05 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Pocket breaking down. Dukes might have got back to the line of scrimmage, but that entire front was on top of him. Landers is there. Fa'amatu is there. Terrell. They're all there on top of the quarterback at the end of it.
Well, the problem is you can't protect forever. Right? You're 1001, 1002, 1003. That ball's got to be up and out somewhere. And Sap Lynch, if you're not going to block, check and get out a little bit quicker so I can get the ball to you. He's kind of in no man's land right there. And that's just relentless pursuit and effort. Now pay it off by getting off the field. It's 4th and 11. Stay in your stance. Play good defense. Don't jump.
Great effort play by Robert Landers right there. And Dylan Fa'amatu has been making those kind of plays all game long. Lots of effort from these guys. Deep. To the sideline, catch made, 1st down. On 4th and 11, that was big time.
Got to be a hold.
Ends up being a 14-yard gain if it will stand. KD Cannon on the receiving end of that toss. We'll find out. Defense staying on the field.
Holding. Offense, number 9. Half the distance. Repeat, 4th down.
Well, you got to take the penalty. And 4th down all over again.
I mean, they could have called it on a few guys, but they give Sap Lynch. And again, 4th down. Know where the sticks are. Don't get caught out of position. Don't be greedy for the interception. You get the ball there on the 7-yard line. Turn them away here. Knock the ball down. Don't try to pick it.
Big play, 4th down, 18 to go. 28 seconds remaining. There are 14 seconds on the game clock. Vegas is not going to get up and run a play. They're going to call timeout, I guess. One of their 3 timeouts they have for the half. Timeout called with 14.7 seconds left here in the 3rd period.
First charge timeout of the half, Vegas.
So we'll grab a quick timeout to end the period here. 35-24, Arizona in front of the Nighthawks. Stand by, everybody.
Do you own your home? You may qualify for a cash-out refinance. Cash for home renovations, paying debt, or for whatever you need most. Connect with your local loan officer at Nova Home Loans today and see what you qualify for. Rates are still historically low and home values have increased, which could mean more cash to you. Don't wait. Visit NovaHomeLoans.com today to get started. Nova Home Loans. Our mission is simple. Yes.
Some dealerships are in your ear the second you walk through the door. But at Ken Garff Kia, we prefer to let our customers do the talking. That's why our motto is We Hear You. Because great vehicle selection, fair prices, and reliable service all start with one thing: listening. So if you're ready for a better dealership experience, come to Ken Garff Kia. Stop by today for great offers on our new vehicle lineup. Ken Garff Kia, we hear you.
Just 14.7 seconds remaining in the 3rd period. And we welcome you here back to the Snake Pit. After the Vegas timeout, Cameron Dukes, the quarterback, throws deep down the middle, and it's off the hands of his receiver. Contact came in just at the right time on KD Cannon, the intended receiver, and that 4th down try will go for naught. Arizona will get the ball at the 7-yard line of Vegas.
That ball was floating in the air dangerously after the incompletion. And, that's one of those situations where you're like, do not try and pick this. Make sure you knock it down. It gets tipped up by the receiver. But just those little things, right? You gotta turn the corner, ratchet it up, finish this game out with a bang. Get in the right headspace before the break.
Could be the final play of the 3rd period right here. The pitch to Shannon Brooks. Shannon knocked down at about the 4-yard line, and that ends.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
That ends the 3rd quarter. 35-24, Arizona with the football inside the 5 when we begin the 4th quarter in a moment. Arizona 35, Vegas 24. Stand by. We're back with more Arizona Rattlers football right after this.
The pulse, the beat, the vibe. You have a place to turn it on. Talking Stick Resort.
Ready for a change of course? Discover a desert oasis studded with greens. Tee off into narrow canyons or go long on wide open fairways. With a storied golf history and a long list of courses designed by the greats of the game, your perfect golf getaway is right here in Tucson, Arizona. Find out more at visittucson.org/golf.
If DJ Citizen Jane quit on her passion for music, she never would have left her career as a detective to pursue it. If she let starting at the bottom scare her, she never would have hustled to play bigger and bigger shows. And if she was content with being one of the best Latina artists in Miami, she wouldn't be electrifying the crowd in sold-out shows around the world. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion. Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit.
There are the Arizona Sidewinders, the best in the business right there. Come on down and enjoy that part of the great show they put on here with Arizona Rattlers football at the Snake Pit, downtown Phoenix. Everybody got a playoff game coming up on July 24th. Right here. Get your tickets.
Listen, there's a D-backs game right down the street going on. Kicked off, our first pitch is 1 o'clock. And still great crowd inside here. Great crowd.
No denying Rattlers Nation. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome back in. The Rattlers take over the football on the second to last.
15 minutes on the game clock, please.
Yeah, there's no time on the clock. You see it on the graphic on the scoreboard. Yeah, there we go.
Bunch.
Trying to make up for all the time we lost at the end of the half with all the timeouts and the missed kicks and penalties. And
well, you know, it's a busy job, you know. Working that clock. A little side step by Drew. Drew takes it across the 5-yard line, gained a yard on the play. Yeah, it'll bring up third down and goal from that spot for the Rattlers, trying to add to their 11-point lead as the fourth quarter does get underway. All Arizona Rattlers home games this season have been broadcast on Cox YourView Arizona channel. That's Channel 4 in Phoenix. Go to yourview.com, YURVIEW.com for more information.
I'd like to see QB1 get up hobbling around like that.
Take a look at the end of that play again. Got rolled up a little bit on the tackle from behind. I want to ask you about Drew Powell's prospects. Had another MVP right after this. He flips it out. Jamal Miles racing to the pylon. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Rattlers.
Just speed option left. And watch how quick it happens. Time's up perfect with the motion. DN's there, but too late. No force from the corner outside.
Little game of my athlete is faster than your athlete.
Pretty much. We've got the edge, and we're taking it on the little quick option.
Another great look on the Nova Home Loans Instant Replay. Nova Home Loans, the exclusive Arizona Rattlers Instant Replay presenting sponsor. Braxton Haley to hold. Ernesto Lacayo to kick. And the kick is successful. Kick is good. 42-24, Arizona in front. This is Arizona Rattlers football.
We're your neighbors. You should stop by for a visit. We're Casino Arizona. There's nothing like seeing friends again. We're your Casino Arizona.
To some dealerships, you might be just a number. But at Ken Garff Kia, we treat you right. What do we mean by that? Let's break it down. We approach every interaction with respect, integrity, growth, humility, and teamwork. Because we focus on people first and cars second. So if you're looking for the right kind of dealership experience, stop by today for great offers on our new vehicle lineup. Ken Garff Kia, we hear you.
The Arizona Rattlers have developed an 18-point advantage here in the fourth quarter, 13:31 remaining here in regulation, and Joe Papueno has somebody for us down on the field. Hey, Joe.
Unfortunately, I don't, but right now we're looking at Mr. All-Everything, Jamal Miles, who's getting ready for the kickoff. Hey, Jamal, quickly, thoughts on that touchdown run, champ?
Man, my line, my receivers just had good blocking downfield. I just found the hole, hit it.
You're so close to locking up the top playoff seed.
Yeah, that's all we focus on right now, just finishing this game.
Thank you, Jamal. That's how we roll.
Guys about to go down and do some headhunting on the kick coverage team, and we'll just have a little chit chat before you go.
Way to get in there, Joe. JP on the spot.
(42-24), the Rattlers in front of the Nighthawks. And the kickoff coming your way. By the way, we want you to stay tuned for the announcement of tonight's Arizona Rattlers player of the game. That'll be coming up at the conclusion. And a return by Sap Lynch out across the 15, make it the 18-yard line. First down for Vegas. Well, let's see if Jamal Miles got involved right here after the little talking to we had with him.
No. Braxton Haley made the tackle, though. It's a beautiful thing about the indoor game is your stars are playing special teams.
You love that, don't you?
I love it.
I think Jamal was staying in his lane. Stay in your lane, right? Is that what we tell our kick coverage guys? 12:48, the clock counting down. Fourth quarter here in Phoenix. Cameron Dukes steps up, sidesteps the would-be tackler Robert Landers, and ends up somehow gets 3 yards out of it.
He gave Robert Landers the dead leg. Watch him give him the shake here up the middle. Doesn't like it, steps up, and whoop.
He gave himself the dead leg, too. He gave two guys a dead leg on one play.
He's like, that fake was too good for even myself.
Yeah, so a 3-yard gain for Cameron Dukes. And he's throwing. Pressure coming up the middle. And he overthrows his receiver and underthrows Dylan Winfrey. That was the good part. That was the good news on that play.
Well, couldn't wait any longer. Pressure pocket was collapsing down. He stood in there as long as he could. Try to deliver that dig route.
This Arizona defensive front has been terrific today. See Theo Machette getting some time out there. The guy over the nose is Dylan Fa'amatu. And there's Chris Terrell on the left edge. And you throw in that other guy that's been playing out there all day long today, Robert Landers, and this crew has really performed at a high level today. I would imagine that Coach Guy must be, and Coach Jarnigan for that matter, must be pretty proud of their guys today 100%. In the trenches. Like some early movement on the offensive line. Throw to the end zone, back shoulder fade, pass is caught. A little push-off out there.
Push-off.
But that looks like it's going to go as a touchdown. See, no flags out, no markers down, and Jeff Edgecombe on the receiving end of that touchdown pass. He got a little bit of he got some leverage, didn't he?
He did. And that's, listen, if they ain't going to call it, do it.
Take a look at the Nova Home Loans instant replay. We'll see if it shows.
Right there.
Oh, yeah. You sneak that hand in there, take what they'll give you.
Yeah, I mean, if they're not going to make the call.
Eligible, 70 eligible.
On the other hand, you could argue that the defensive player just didn't have a good look at it. Here's a kick off the upright, and an injured player on the field. Marker down.
He's not injured.
Oh, that's Trayvon Williams.
Everybody comes through clean on this block and just wants to swing at it. But right there, you see the two-hand shove in the back. And great job of concentrating, and he almost strips it out.
Striker knew. Striker saw what happened.
See the separation. Good job by Dylan to continue to battle. And he almost strips it out. You got to stay on it.
The result of the kick is good. A personal foul, roughing the kicker. 23.
He didn't touch the kicker.
Defense. That penalty will be banked and enforced after the succeeding kickoff.
I don't think he even touched the kicker.
Timeout.
He never touches a kick. Oh, headbutt. Never mind. I retract that statement. It's a little bit of a headbutt.
So there we go.
But you're never taught to go you're taught to go across the front of the ball.
And we'll take one more quick look at it. Oh, yeah, there's just a little bit of contact there at the end.
It's a headbutt.
11-point lead for the Arizona Rattlers, 10-12 remaining fourth quarter. This is Arizona Rattlers football.
Do you own your home? You may qualify for a cash-out refinance. Cash for home renovations, paying debt, or for whatever you need most. Connect with your local loan officer at Nova Home Loans today and see what you qualify for. Rates are still historically low and home values have increased, which could mean more cash to you. Don't wait. Visit NovaHomeLoans.com today to get started. Nova Home Loans. Our mission is simple. Yes.
If DJ Citizen Jane quit on her passion for music, she never would have left her career as a detective to pursue it. If she let starting at the bottom scare her, she never would have hustled to play bigger and bigger shows. And if she was content with being one of the best Latina artists in Miami, she wouldn't be electrifying the crowd in sold-out shows around the world. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion. Modelo, root for those with a fighting spirit.
Back to the action in Phoenix, everybody. And we've got 10 minutes, 12 seconds remaining in regulation. Arizona 42, Vegas 31. Well, I got to tell you, that's really a tentative lead for the Rattlers. I don't think they can feel too comfortable here with a lot of time left in the game. They are going to get the ball here on the Vegas kickoff, and that's going to they're going to get, well, Vegas going to turn that into a successful onside kick attempt. They bang it off one of the up men for the Rattlers into the hands of the Nighthawks, who now have an opportunity to close the gap here. Well, coach, they dialed up the squib kick perfectly right there.
Yeah, but it's not surprising. The team has nothing to lose. It shouldn't be a surprise, right? These are things
kick
you should be
recovered by the kicking team. Penalty will be enforced for the roughing the kicker. First down, Vegas.
Yeah, I was absolutely wrong on that. No call, but did not see his headbutt. Came in and gave him the old school WWE headbutt. The kicker didn't even flop. He stood up, stayed up on his feet.
Ball goes out to the 24-yard line. I want to ask you in a moment, after this offensive play said, for your thoughts on where Drew Powell, the quarterback for Arizona, where he might be in the consideration for league MVP. He is over, I believe now over 2,200 yards passing for the season. That puts him in the top 4 for passing yardage. He is in the top 5 or 6 in rushing yardage in the league for the season. We're going to get a stoppage of play out on the field.
Delay of game, 13, offense, 5-yard penalty.
Too much time taken. March it back 5. Ball back to the 19-yard line. So let me ask you here now, then we get a reset. Drew Powell, you know, I mean, for most of the season, it hasn't felt like last year's Drew Powell season. But we're starting to see him become more and more the factor in the outcome of these games late down the stretch for the Rattlers, I think. As we watch a lot of pressure coming in on the quarterback for the other guys. And Cameron Duke's pass is incomplete down the sideline. What do you see Drew in the race for MVP this year?
It hasn't been the same season. It hasn't been as easy for him. He's had his struggles. So to his credit, he's continued to play and has brought his level back up. I'd have to put all the tape on and watch all the tape with all the guys in the mix. Because, you know, last year there was him, Nate Davis, Dello Davis. Now there's more guys that have greater stats that are helping their teams.
Pressure coming, pass completed. And that'll be a short gain, but a gain nonetheless. Lucky Jackson on the receiving end of this one.
But is he in the conversation? Absolutely. Because as he goes, the Rattler goes.
Opportunity for the defense once again here. 3rd down and 12. Pardon. Yeah, 3rd and 12. Call it that. 42-31. The Rattlers in front. 8 minutes remaining in regulation. Counting down.
It's not been a kind down for the Rattlers.
Edge comes split out left. Dukes, chased by Trayvon Williams, escapes and puts the ball on the turf. And his offensive lineman able to cover it up. Is that Tyson Gray got on top of it?
Well, that's a nice job of finishing. Yeah, it was Tyson. But he nearly gets out of this. You got to break down, get under control. He kicks it. Tell you what, for something that you could just grab and hold on so easy, when it gets a little bit oblong and starts moving around on you, it's hard.
Now let me ask you this: can you touch the ball down like that and still be live?
As long as your elbows and everything else aren't down, that's live.
All right.
Elbow, forearm, all that.
That's what they did. Now, how about a long kick attempt?
Let's stay off the kicker and the holder.
About a 52-yard kick. This is going to be more like a punt. Here comes Jamal Miles out of the end zone. Jamal's got a little head of steam, and then he gets dragged down. We called out Tyson Gray a moment ago for covering up that fumble for his team, and now he makes the tackle on Jamal. Little flag football right there. The flag wouldn't come out, though.
Got caught tying it. Good decision there by Day not to block in the back. That would have probably sent Coach Guy through the roof. See right here, he just lays off, doesn't put the hands on the big defensive end. Mefe Kolamatanga.
Clock moving, everybody. 6:15 remaining in this one. Arizona's lead. Just way too early to call it so far, and because of plays like that. Mesh point problem, ball on the ground. Drew Powell asking the official to make a call on something, and Shannon Brooks able to cover it up.
They're complaining about the music was still going on as he was about to snap the ball. Now, with the clock running here, no reason for Drew to snap the ball. It's been an ugly game as it's been ugly. The ball shouldn't be snapped. Let him blow the whistle. Make the guy start counting. Just be patient.
Drew dumps it off to Shannon Brooks. Escapes the tackle, gets a block. Across the 10, the 5, and the touchdown. Shannon Brooks in for Arizona.
Beautiful, well done. Right in line with the pass protection. He just slips by his defender. makes another miss out in the flat. And is off to the races.
67, 79, eligible.
Snap, Haley has to scoop it up and put it down. And the kick is good by Lacayo, 49-31. A little more comfortable lead here in the final 4.5 minutes here in the fourth quarter. We stay here with it, everybody. Look at the standings from the Eastern Conference for just a bit. Talk about what's going on that side of the world. So the Frisco Fighters with a 13-2 record.
Really good team.
They are in first place. The Rattlers have defeated them once this year. Happened in Texas, and then
they returned the favor right back here.
Came over here and did the same thing.
Well, their
Rattlers.
Running back is legit.
The defending champions, the Massachusetts Pirates, are 10-5 right now, followed by the Iowa Barnes Stormers, who got a victory over Tucson yesterday. Iowa's 9-6. They're in the playoffs. You got the Sioux Falls Storm at 8-7, and the Duke City Steamwheelers also at 8-7. That your chase for that final spot.
Well, you look at three of those teams. You got two of the last three champions in that list. Sioux Falls still in the mix. Iowa won the championship. Mass just won the championship last year. So the pedigree's there. And then Billy Back, what he's been able to do in Frisco has been outstanding. They've continued where they left off a year ago. Lost in the semifinals.
We'll get a word in with Shannon Brooks right after this return by Devontae Sapp-Lynch, a yard deep. And could not escape the clutches of one Isaiah Houston in coverage. Nice coverage by Isaiah. And Joe Pequeno with Shannon Brooks.
Thank you, Floyd. Shannon, you take a little swing pass, you put on the Jets, and you get it for 6.
Hey, man, I give credit to God first. Second, my team, great execution, great blocking downfield from the receivers, great pass from Drew. Executed it. That's all we did was go out there and execute and play hard. That's all you got to do is play hard, execute.
3 touchdowns on the day, and you guys are closing in, most importantly, on locking up the top playoff seed.
Most definitely. You know, all we do is come in every week, every day to get better. That's all we can control. Control what we can control. Come in, let's work, let's get better, fix the things that we can improve on, and keep moving. We already know it's towards the end of the season. It's the last regular scheduled game. We're ready for the playoffs. We're getting ready for the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? We're going to finish this game out, get ready for the playoffs, keep working. Everything else is going to take care of itself.
Shannon Brooks and the Arizona Rattlers. He's locked in.
3-yard gain on that last play by Jordan Cronkwright. And that'll bring up second down and 7. The ball at the 11-yard line for that Vegas offense. Down to 3:12 left in regulation. Dukes has to dance his way out of trouble, and he dumps one off, and a nice little flip for really a big gain. That's one of the bigger gains of the second half. 18 yards to pick up to the Arizona 20-yard line. Cronkwright on the receiving end of that.
Cronkwright, after he catches this, watch the Jets. Turns on the Jets, gets it out of bounds. This is a really nice play here by the young QB. He's had his struggles, but one thing you can say about the kid is he has continued to battle and play hard.
The completed pass right there makes him 8 of 23 in the game. 109 yards, 3 touchdowns. Here's the catch. Now on the opposite side of the field, Katie Cannon this time. He is going to be short of the first down. 7-yard gain on the play.
You think about the guys that are not out there. Des Epps hasn't played. Casey Allison was a scratch tonight. or this afternoon. He's got 35 receptions on the season. A lot of talent, not able to get out there on the field and play. McCray, big, tall receiver that can make plays. And this team has found a way to try to battle.
Pressure, nice delivery. That'll be short, unfortunately. Only a yard gained on that second down effort. And so that'll leave 2 yards to get the first down. Katie Cannon coming across the field, able to help out his quarterback and keep him out of trouble.
And I like what I've seen from Cannon as well. He's done an outstanding job running routes, catching the ball when it's been thrown to him. He's just got 3 receptions, but remember early in the game, he was open quite a bit behind the defense, wasn't able to connect.
Well, we're at the 1-minute warning, everybody. Final 1 minute of regulation coming up in just a moment.
Here's the 1-minute warning.
Arizona 49, Vegas 31. This is Arizona Rattlers football. Back after this.
We're your neighbors. You should stop by for a visit. We're Casino Arizona. There's nothing like seeing friends again. We're your Casino Arizona.
Do you own your home? You may qualify for a cash-out refinance. Cash for home renovations, paying debt, or for whatever you need most. Connect with your local loan officer at Nova Home Loans today and see what you qualify for. Rates are still historically low and home values have increased, which could mean more cash to you. Don't wait. Visit NovaHomeLoans.com today to get started. Nova Home Loans. Our mission is simple. Yes.
Ready for a change of course? Discover a desert oasis studded with greens. Tee off into narrow canyons or go long on wide open fairways. With a storied golf history and a long list of courses designed by the greats of the game, your perfect golf getaway is right here in Tucson, Arizona. Find out more at visittucson.org/golf.
Arizona Rattler fans, we are proud to partner with and recognize Casino Arizona and Talking Stick Resort, today's game day presenting sponsors. Come visit the Valley's hottest destination for gaming, dining, and entertainment. And don't forget to book your stay at the luxurious 4 Diamond Phoenix Area Resorts. Visit CasinoArizona.com and TalkingStickResort.com today. They are today's presenting sponsors of Arizona Rattlers football, as you see that incomplete pass. 4th down and 2 coming up now for the Vegas Nighthawks. 58.1 seconds left.
Number 1, watch the ball. Number 2, be in a stance before it's snapped. All these little things.
Nighthawks completion at the 9-yard line. Good stutter step, now down to the 1-yard line. And the guy getting the work done, Lucky Jackson.
How about Lucky Jackson? Just signs on the 7th. Out here trying to get it done.
Crazy legs.
Basically a tryout, right?
Sure, pretty good audition today. And that one blew up quickly. I'm not even entirely sure what happened as the quarterback goes up under center and Chris Terrell ends up dumping him.
Quarterback goes under center. A lot of these guys nowadays don't take snaps, and you'll see him bobble the snap. You got to get in. You have to ride the center forward with your hands. Watch the ball come loose. See it come loose?
Out of the half. Vegas.
I mean, that's day one. You've got to ride the center forward, especially when they're low trying to dig out guys in the red zone.
Hand placement wasn't.
Well, they were separated.
First
of all, your hands should never be separated when you're taking a snap. But a lot of guys, I mean, it's
a little uncomfortable with the situation.
They shouldn't be separated when you're taking a snap, ever. That's like you're just going to leave your one hand up there and let them snap it to the top hand. Good luck with that one.
Well, it stays in Vegas's hands after all of that.
I see what you did there. Listen, a lot of guys don't take snaps under center. It's
Yeah.
I mean, some guys go their entire college career without taking one snap under center.
Hey, man, that's what your grandpa did.
I mean, you know.
That's older than the old school, right? Here's the snap. Dukes running, looking, and he finds an offensive lineman. Was that ball tipped? Because that'll be clean if it was tipped, right? Marker down. And Tyson Gray is the guy that caught the pass and took it in, but there's still no indication from the officials.
An ineligible guy.
Except, wasn't it tipped?
It's still a forward pass, though.
Let's watch the...
Still a forward pass, tipped or not tipped.
That replay didn't work out. So if a defensive player gets a hand on it, you're telling me the offensive player is not?
He's an ineligible receiver. It's still a forward pass.
Okay, so that definitely was tipped by the defense. And Tyson Gray hauls it in. Ineligible receiver. We're gonna find out right here.
There's no penalty for illegal touching by the offense. The ball was tipped. However, illegal blitz, defense, number 8, half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
Well, why wouldn't they just decline the penalty then and take the touchdown?
Did he not score?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, I'm confused, really confused right here.
He scores. He's got the ball.
Nobody's touching him. I mean, and if not a touchdown, wouldn't the ball be on like the half-inch line?
Listen, they said there's no penalty. Maybe they weren't calling the penalty for him being ineligible and catching that pass. They were calling something else. So now Coach Guy is going to challenge this.
He's going to challenge the illegal blitz.
Well, his people have eyes on it. I don't think he would challenge that call if he didn't feel strongly about it, for sure. 27.2 seconds remaining here in regulation. Enough time for Vegas, but they would have to have a couple of miracles.
I felt like I was watching old indoor football with the linemen catching the balls and stuff. I mean, that's a hit right there by Devin. He stoned him.
No doubt.
Oh, my goodness.
Stop the big boy.
Arizona is challenging the ruling of an illegal blitz. Previous play is under review.
Boy, Coach Guy is heated up right now. Officials getting a good chuckle out of whatever it was right there. But Coach Guy's on fire. They're gonna challenge just what you said, the illegal blitz. First and goal at the 1-yard line, pending the outcome of this particular challenge. So this has been an interesting game today. Said for much of that first half, the descriptive of clunky came out. So look, what the official said was there is no penalty for catching the ball because it was tipped.
Correct.
And that guy went into the end zone. Let's find out what the official has to say first.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. Illegal blitz, defense, number 8. First down and goal, Vegas.
Where did he?
Arizona charged, 1 timeout.
Devontae was nabbed. Did you see the little tongue action come out there? Watch this. Yeah, might have snookered one. Are we going to get another challenge? We might have another challenge right here.
Vegas is challenged the ruling on the field of a touchdown.
Yeah, see? Because
this play is under review to determine if the running player got into the end zone.
See, because the official said, right? The official said There was no penalty for catching the tipped pass. Clearly,
yeah, that's what they call the blitz on Devontae Merriweather. They said he blitzed, but all the action went to the right side of the field. Watch Merriweather.
So he was.
They call him for a blitz. He's in motion with 19. That's coverage.
Yeah.
So I mean that's.
But he was a yard behind the line of scrimmage.
Correct. So where was his blitz?
Well, I'm just saying he wasn't in pursuit of the quarterback.
But that's his man.
But he was a yard behind the line of scrimmage. I think they're saying you can't cross the line.
He didn't. No, he was on their side of the ball, on his side of the ball.
Oh, I thought
the receiver was on his side of the ball.
I thought he came across. Here we go. Let's see what the official has to say.
He's smiling, so it's definitely going to be a touchdown.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. We will go with the illegal blitz penalty. First and goal, Vegas.
I still don't think it. We can get another look at it. I still don't think that's an illegal blitz.
Sure.
You've got a receiver coming across in motion.
Timeouts remaining.
And you're allowed to go with that guy. He comes, attacks because it looks like they're running the ball, but he stays lateral and runs down the line of scrimmage with the receiver. That's a tough one.
Look, we've seen a couple of exchanges in this game with the chess matching and the leveraging of the rules as they are in the league. That was closing out the first half, now closing out this second half. And I got to say, for me, as a football fan and a guy who loves entertaining sports, action, I love it. I love the way the rules set up to play out in moments like this.
Right.
To me,
nuances.
Right? We weren't seeing a lot of action in the last, 2 minutes of our lives, but it's been a lot of fun football. And now we get to run a play from the 1 yard line. First and goal. Dukes throwing back, and a great defensive play to break it up. That's Kyrie Woods, who came across the receiver to break that thing up. Jeff Edgecombe couldn't haul it in because Kyrie got it done.
Edgecombe just needs to be a little more patient. You know it's man-to-man. As soon as your back goes in motion and Merriweather takes off with him, you know it's man-to-man. You've got to be a little more patient before you take off from the line of scrimmage there. Give your guy a little better move, but that's terrific coverage by Kyrie Woods.
Score stands at 49-31. Arizona, 23 and a half seconds remaining. We'll be talking with the Arizona Rattlers player of the game in our post game immediately following the conclusion of the game. We'll talk with head coach Kevin Guy. Cameron Dukes, he got stood up, put a nice move on Devontae Merriweather, and then is that foul? Matu, you ran right into.
There was Big Dylan scraping across from the nose. Look at him stand his guy up.
You don't want to be that guy. Quickly to the line, try to get a play off with no timeouts. And they clock it, 2.3 seconds remaining here. That'll bring up third down and goal at the 1 yard line. Time for one more offensive play. Of course, that's if the Rattlers, who have been a little bit plagued with penalties today, the Rattlers don't make a mistake of that nature.
Well, you can't blitz here, just no penalty.
So the ball's on the half-yard line. Do you think that Cameron Dukes feels comfortable enough to go under center? And
no.
Well, he's not going to, is it? Here we go. Should be the final play of the game. Dukes. Time expires. Ball through the back of the end zone. And a fitting way for the Arizona defense to end this one with a stand down inside the 1 yard line. And Arizona gets the win by 18 today.
It wasn't pretty, but they were able to see it through and get it done. But man, there's some areas of discipline that I'm sure Coach Guy is going to be all over this next couple weeks. You might get a few days off to recover and relax heading into the bye week, but got to get this thing right, get this machine oiled and ready to run through the playoffs.
Hey, somebody on the broadcast team around the halftime mark called for more Shannon Brooks. Wanted to see, how'd you put it? More,
always use Will Ferrell. More cowbells.
More cowbell. Yeah, that's exactly what that call was for. And all Shannon Brooks did on the day was 7 rushes for 38 yards and 2 touchdowns, 2 catches for 50 yards and a touchdown, and he's your player of the game. But first, let's talk with the head coach, Kevin Guy. He's with Joe right now.
Coach, it wasn't pretty, but congratulations. You lock up the top playoff seed in the Western Conference.
Well, we know how it wasn't pretty. I mean, we had penalties all freaking night. I don't know where they found these people at. Go ahead, though.
Coach, 13-3. Can you kind of reflect on the season? How proud are you of this team?
Well, we wanted to come through here, and all the players deserve all the credit. You know, they worked their butts off all year, and we get a bye week, we get to heal up, get rested, and we got whoever the first round. Don't matter.
Coach, if the playoffs did start today, it would be Duke City. You beat them a couple times this year. Your thoughts on that potential matchup?
Well, they got a lot of talent, and one of the best receiving corps in the league, so it won't be easy.
Coach, your thoughts on the Snake Pit, the fans that support this team and are looking forward to the playoffs?
Well, the Rattlers, as an organization and as a fan base, we have a lot of pride, and we defended that goal line and finished this thing off and off to the playoffs.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Yeah, what a great stop by that defense to close out the game. It's got to really make Kevin Guy kind of a proud papa, because that defense is it really takes a lot of pride in that defense.
Well, 100%. He understands, and listen, 12 penalties for 96 yards. He almost had 100 yards of penalties. Not a good look.
And they always seem to come at the exact wrong time, didn't they? Well, listen, we mentioned Shannon Brooks. What a great game that he put together here, helping to carry the load for that offense that scored 49 today for the Arizona Rattlers. He is our player of the game. He is with Joe down on the field.
Thank you very much, Floyd. Here with Shannon Brooks. Shannon, you brought the physicality. You got in the end zone several times. Talk about bringing it on a fine Sunday here for the Arizona Rattlers.
Hey, man, first off, I want to give all glory to God. I want to give the rest of the credit to my teammates. I wouldn't be able to have a game like I had tonight without them, and especially without God first. He brought me here. He put me in Arizona. He put me on this team for a reason. I'm just here to do the best I can be, to do the best I can and be the best I can be for my teammates, for my family, for me. So
Shannon Brooks, always as humble as possible. And how about for the team, locking up the top playoff seed? The playoffs, they're going through the desert, baby.
Hey, look, it's going through the right part of the desert, too. We locked in. We about to put in work in this bye week, get our bodies right, continue to get guys healthy, and just keep working. That's all we can do. That's all we can control.
Shannon, let's talk about a crucial point in this game. Drew had the turnover, get the defensive stop, and then the offense starts clicking, and you guys start pulling away.
That's what this team built on, is responding. That's one thing that you got to do in life, and life is going to teach you that. You can't go around it. Ain't no way around it. Life is going to punch you in the mouth. Football going to punch you in the mouth. It's all about how you respond, how you get back up. If we give a play up, we're going to get it back. And I got all faith and trust in my guys that we're going to make something shake every time. So just keep playing hard, pick each other up.
Shannon, your thoughts on this team finishing 13-3. You faced your share of adversity in this season, losing the top playoff seed, then regaining it, and then locking up the top playoff seed here at home. Your thoughts on what has been a very memorable season for this squad?
It's definitely been a memorable season. And like I said, week in, week out, we come to work. We don't really get caught into the seeds and the standings, because we know at the end of the day, we come in and work and do our job. Everything else is going to line up, take care of itself. I'm so proud of this. I'm so proud of this team we got, the coaching staff we got, all the supporting fans we got. I'm proud of everybody. And we just going to keep working. And it's super exciting. I'm ready for the playoffs. I'm ready for the playoffs, man.
Shannon, right now, Floyd Simmons is dialed up in my ear. You got a question? Fire away, Floyd. I will relay it to Mr. Brooks.
Yeah, I got this question. Ask Shannon, if he was wearing basketball shoes today, would he have completed that dunk on the crossbar after that touchdown a while ago?
Okay, Floyd wants to know, if you had basketball shoes on, would you have completed the dunk on the goalpost after the touchdown?
Look, I think I got the wrong basketball shoes on, but I do got Jordans on, so that's why I tried to do it, you know what I'm saying? I got Jordans on, so I tried to dunk, but, I had to do a little finger roll, a little layup, still 2 points, so, we'll take it.
But you got the Jordans on. You got to finish like number 23, right?
I do, yeah. Hey, that's my fault. That's my fault. You know, I made Michael look bad. I need to do some more squats, work on my jumping a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We'll get that figured out.
Shannon, if the playoffs did start today, you would be facing Duke City. You beat them a couple times this season. Obviously, that's a gritty team with the quarterback change in the middle of the year after the injury early on in the season to Nate Davis. Your thoughts of taking them on, and of course, it'll be right here at the Snake Pit.
It's gonna be a great game. One thing I do is I respect all the teams we face, all our opponents. I give them the respect. I personally haven't played against Duke City yet, but I'll definitely get in the classroom, watch film, see where we can attack them at, where I can attack them at, running the ball, and just around my whole game, catching the ball, everything. So, you know what I'm saying? That's the next. If that's the next team that we play, we're gonna watch film on them. We're gonna see what we can do, make a game plan. I have all faith in Coach Guy. Great coach, the best coach in this league. Could probably coach anywhere in the world, you know what I'm saying? So I got trust in him. He's going to put us in the best position against whoever we play in the playoffs.
Shannon, one final thing before I let you go. You're on camera. Look straight in. What do you want to say to Rattlers Nation?
Man, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all coming out. Man, this is the best arena to play football in. It's loud every time. I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart. And look, we're going to see y'all in Vegas. Beat me there. Don't meet me there. Let's get it going, baby.
Boom! Shannon Brooks, loud and proud, folks.
Yeah, great job. Thank you, Joe. Listen, Said, how would you like it? Is that the kind of soldier you want on your team when you're going out there and doing battle in the trenches, playing some football?
100%, right? He's about the business. Never see the guy pointing at himself. Always deflecting everything. Deflecting attention to the other guys, to the coaches. He is definitely a guy I would love to have on my team.
And he's our player of the game, Shannon Brooks. 3 touchdowns for the team today. Came up a little shy there on the layup.
Finger rolls work too.
It didn't quite go, but that's all right. He performed well. And it's playoff time for the Rattlers, who finish at the top of the Western Conference. They get the number 1 seed in the playoffs coming up. We're going to talk more about that and wrap it up for you tonight from downtown Phoenix. Right after this, Arizona has defeated Vegas 49-31. Arizona Rattlers football concludes right after this.
Do you own your home? You may qualify for a cash-out refinance. Cash for home renovations, paying debt, or for whatever you need most. Connect with your local loan officer at Nova Home Loans today and see what you qualify for. Rates are still historically low and home values have increased, which could mean more cash to you. Don't wait. Visit NovaHomeLoans.com today to get started. Nova Home Loans. Our mission is simple. Yes.
We're your neighbors. You should stop by for a visit. We're Casino Arizona. There's nothing like seeing friends again. We're your Casino Arizona.
Every body is different. Some get injured, while others wear down. At Ortho Arizona, your unique condition is at the center of what we do. With over 20 locations and 70 physicians in the Valley, we offer orthopedic procedures, therapy, and athletic performance for the most important reason of all, getting you back to an active, pain-free life. Ortho Arizona, your destination for quality orthopedic care since 1994.
Spooner has been revolutionizing our community's experience with physical therapy and hand therapy in the Valley since 1990. Spooner helps you move better and feel better. Through specialized rehabilitation, personalized treatment plans, and functional performance training, our therapists, athletic trainers, and strength coaches provide programming to help you achieve your movement goals in life and on the field. Our team is your team. Visit SpoonerPT.com to find one of our Valley-wide locations near you.
Some dealerships are in your ear the second you walk through the door. But at Ken Garff Kia, we prefer to let our customers do the talking. That's why our motto is, we hear you. Because great vehicle selection, fair prices, and reliable service all start with one thing: listening. So if you're ready for a better dealership experience, come to Ken Garff Kia. Stop by today for great offers on our new vehicle lineup. Ken Garff Kia, we hear you.
A final score in this one today, 49-31. The Arizona Rattlers complete their regular season, and they finish up 13-3 overall on the campaign. They will finish no worse in the overall standings than what Northern Arizona will do. They've got one game left next week. They'll take on Duke City. So Northern Arizona could finish 13-3 as they have 3 losses right now going into that final game of theirs. But it doesn't matter as far as the standings and the seeding for the playoffs go. Tonight, the Arizona Rattlers have secured the number 1 seed in the Western Conference with this win tonight. And they will be at home on July 24th to start the playoffs. If they win that game, they'll be at home the following week in the Western Conference Championship game, with a chance from there to go on to the IFL's championship game in Vegas on August 13th. Floyd Simmons and Cedric Bonner, what a I thought strong finish by the Rattlers in a game that you could tell was hard for them to wrap their minds around how you approach. That's what I thought. I thought that, Vegas came in, nothing to lose, kind of played that way. At times you saw both ends of things, a lot of risk-reward effort from them, a lot of, olays on defense from time to time. But the Rattlers, it just seemed were trying to wrap their minds around how do we approach a game where we should be heavy favorites, and yet we're trying to figure out, how to stay healthy and safe for the playoffs around the corner, all that stuff.
Great point, right? Trying to stay healthy for the playoffs, trying to do all those things and still win the game. Problem is you've got to go out and play because you got to make plays, right? If you go out and just play full metal through it and just go right through it, you'll play through all those little bumps. There was some mistakes. 12 penalties, 96 yards. 12 penalties, 96 yards. That doesn't happen for this team. A lot of those defensive penalties in 3rd down and 4th down situations in the kicking game. You can't do those type of things when you're this caliber team, this talented of a team. You can't do those things. That's why a team is able to hang around. And listen, it ended up a big win, 18-point win. However, it was an uneasy feeling throughout the whole game. Right? Like, it was uneasy feeling. This is a team that's much better than that. They're going to heal up, learn some things, and I guarantee next time out, they will come out blazing.
Yeah, and the penalties that you mentioned there, certainly a point of emphasis by Coach Guy at the tail end of the game when we had a chance to talk to him. But when you look at the overall picture, Drew Powell is healthy, looking good. Shannon Brooks, healthy, looking good. Number 13, Braxton Haley, who has been such a weapon all year long in that passing game, he looks healthy and good. I'm making presumptions here. I don't know what kind of dings and bruises and other things happened during the course of the game. But
Week 18 dings and bruises, right?
Yeah.
Or that's just what it is. But listen, these dudes will stand up. They will come out and play. And you heard Coach Guy talk to the crowd in the building about it, about we have a lot of pride. This franchise has a ton of pride, whether it be the fans or the team. When you put on that black and copper, when you put that uniform on, when you put that Rattler brand on, your pride goes through the roof. Your effort goes through the roof, and these dudes will come out. They will show out and find a way to be on the field, dings or not.
How about the offensive line? We didn't spend a lot of time talking about those guys today. All they did was make way for their running game to go for 108 yards on the ground, and Drew Powell stayed clean all day in the pocket. He was upright all night long, and so the big fellas up front, led by Lamar Mady. J.J. Coleman got a start today on the offensive line. Yeah, Kenny Thomas looking good. Offensive line came to play.
They always do, and I think that's another area where not a lot of credit is given to Coach Connie Kauai, who does a fantastic job, has been here. Like, he coached with me my last year here, was on staff. Like, he's done an outstanding job and gets these guys ready. Listen, they're surrounded by some of the best coaching they can get on any level of football. I don't care, outdoor, indoor. This team is surrounded by the best coaching you can get. Now it's their job to turn it into those kind of performances like we witnessed up front tonight by the big boys.
And now this team is going to move on to the playoffs. They are the top seed in the Western Conference. They will play at home 2 weeks from today, 3:05 in the afternoon on July 24th. That's a Sunday, like today. There you see it, the matchup, the Duke City Gladiators. They're coming to Phoenix. Remember what happened in the playoffs with Duke City last year. What a game in the semifinals of last year's playoffs for the Rattlers. They got that big win before bowing out to Massachusetts in the championship game. So the Rattlers are the number 1 seed, and who knows who they get in the second round if they can get by Duke City in the first round. It will be either Northern Arizona or the Tucson Sugar Skulls, and that's going to do it. Hey, great job, Sed. We're going to see you. If we get a game in 3 weeks, we'll see you in 3 weeks.
Man, that breaks me right there.
Yeah.
It's tough.
You'll be with us in spirit.
100%.
In the first round
and
of
on
the
my
playoffs.
little tablet, watching.
All right. Hey, thanks to the entire crew. Thanks to our production team, and they did an outstanding job as they always do. Our director, Bob Hammond, our producer and technical director, Derek Simmons. Also working with us today, our assistant director has been Greg Jones, our graphic designer, Caleb Bushi, and working those cameras today, doing a great job. Guys like Andre Stevens, Chris Drake, and Jim Hartman. For Joe Pequeno and my partner in the booth, the great Cedric Bonner, my name is Floyd Simmons. Thanking you for joining us, everybody. God bless you. We'll see you in 2 weeks for the playoffs. More Arizona Rattlers football right here at the Snake Pit. Good night, everybody, from Phoenix.